I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Yo, what's good, party peoples? In the place to be, what's good? Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. It's your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? Rolling in here mad late. What's good, party people? Yeah, like Uncle Freezy just show up in here mad late like ain't nothing happened. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. Circumstances, man. This morning stuff, man, be crazy. This morning stuff be crazy, man. I'm sorry, but hey, listen, I'm in a good mood. My energy is up. I appreciate y'all hanging in there with your mans while he worked through some stuff. And some thumbnail failures and some stuff. So just stuff, man. Just some stuff, man. What's good with y'all? How y'all this morning? Keyshawn in the place to be. Christian F, what's good? Delano Steele, what's good? I see you. Frederick, what's good? South BK's in the building. Jay Boogie, my man. Jay Boogie, my man, my mellow. What's good? It's good to see y'all, man. Duke, what's good? 33 Savage is in the building. 33 Savage says, Knicks family resists all calls to get Ben Simmons. He is not the answer, and you shouldn't even entertain the trade proposal. Avoid Ben Simmons at all costs. $33 Savage, you just pissed on the party. Yo, you just pissed on the party. B, I was just about to talk about Ben Simmons. I've been thinking about this all night. Kaiser Salsa says Ben Simmons is a 6'10 Alfred Payton. No, man. Come on, y'all. Can y'all enjoy the Blorange Tears tea just for a little bit? Just for a few minutes, man. I was all hyped up to talk about this, man. Come on. Julian Trent is in the building. Julian Trent says, yo, I'm Aussie, so I'm biased towards Ben Simmons. NGL. Me too. South Brooklyn says, bring on Ben. Oh, South Brooklyn. Come on, South BK, let's go. J Boogie, my man, my mellow. Come on, bro. I mean, I thought y'all was gonna enjoy the thumbnail. I was gonna post to this joint, man. Now I can't even put it up here. Come on, man. Come on, dog. I am legit right now. Right now, I am on the Ben Simmons train. Right? I'm on this Ben Simmons train, bro. Come on, bros. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Man, listen. Can y'all at least hear me out on it, man? Julian Trent, you right. They always say buy low, sell high, right? I'm with you. Andrew Colliger's in the building. Hawks in the conference finals. Got to hand it to him. Andrew Colliger, listen. This dude named Spree the American Dream was talking to me one night, right? We was just talking, just chopping it up on the Knicks at Night podcast, right? And I said, Spree, guess what? There is a path for the Knicks to make the NBA Finals. And he laughed. You know the mixed laugh where it's like surprise, stardom, and sarcasm. It was like, ah. Y'all know the mixed laugh? You know what I'm talking about? You know how the laugh where you catch somebody off guard with something is kind of comedic, but it's not. But you startle them at the same time. So it's like the Knicks, bro. The Hawks took our path to the finals, bro. The Hawks took our path to the finals, and I predicted all of this mess that's happening. I predicted it for the Knicks, though. So it's not really that much of a prediction because the Hawks beat the Knicks, but the Hawks took this path. DSJ in the place to be. Blorange says you're on the Ben Simmons train. We'll have 2 words for you. Get off. Right now, I'm on the Ben Simmons train. Not forever. Thanks to DJ. Why would Christian F? Come on, bro. Facts. DSJ. Would he want Ben Simmons? Why would he want Ben Simmons? Nathan Miller just had a major class in securing the bag, took it from Indiana, and just locked it in Atlanta. You know who's the loser? The Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers, y'all look fantastic. Y'all fired Nate McMillan, and y'all home, and Nate is in the playoffs. How do y'all look right now? Y'all look really good, Indiana Pacers. Y'all decision makers look brilliant right now. Jay Boogie, I was thinking about that trade. Wiggins in 2021 for sounds about right. Shaw Legacy. I gotta make sure I get it right before people knock on my door. Shaw Legacy is in the building. What's good? Am I frozen up? Am I frozen? I'm not frozen. Am I still moving around? My computer's frozen. This is weird, party people. My computer's frozen, but I'm not frozen. So I don't know what to do. It's weird. But if you're the Indiana Pacers decision makers right now, how do you feel about yourselves? Are you feeling good right now? The Hawks are in the Eastern Conference Finals with less talent than the Indiana Pacers. How do you feel about yourselves, Indiana Pacers? Yes, the Indiana Pacers have more talent on that roster, top to bottom. The Indiana Pacers have more talent on their roster, top to bottom, than the Atlanta Hawks, and they fired Nick McMillan. I got Next is in the building. Sincere the Gemini. Hey, Sincere the Genius. What's good? What's good? I'm gonna go on my Ben Simmons rant regardless. Y'all just gonna have to put some thumbs up and some fire in the chat for me or something. But I'm about to go on my Ben Simmons rant. I don't care what y'all say. Miss Mocha made me some tea this morning. Got some tea for the vocal cords. I'm about to go on this rant. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to be like, yo, Uncle Freeze, ain't nobody want. Yo, Uncle Freeze, ain't nobody want. Y'all just gonna have to hear this, bro. Y'all just gonna have to hear this. You know what I mean? What's the title of this show anyway? Let me playoff disappointments fueling the rumor mill. Right, I got you. All right, I got you. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. Y'all gotta have to hear this thing about Ben Simmons, bro. Because I put too much thought into this just to let this rock. Y'all gonna have to give me this one. Y'all gonna have to give me this because you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta give me this one. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to give me this one. Right? And I say this because we always have honest conversations, right? I always keep it a buck with y'all, right? I always keep it a buck with y'all. I don't do clickbaity stuff. You know what I mean? I always keep it a buck with y'all, right? I don't do like the clickbaity stuff. I don't like do the far away thumbnails like it. I don't make it look like a dream sequence where it's like the conversation is gonna be so in depth that blah. I always just keep it a buck with y'all, right? Kevin McLeod is in the building. Ty Bobby is in the building. Give it up to Ty Bobby, everybody. Ty Bobby, that's my guy. We working on something, y'all. I think it's gonna be dope. Yo, you know times are hard when Cornerstone Kev is like, don't want them. I don't want them. Cornerstone Kev legit is the evil genius of all the knockoff Disney movies. It's Cornerstone Kev. That's why he stays so busy. That's why he rich. Cheers to Cornerstone Kev, right? Cheers to Cornerstone Kev, the villain of every animation movie known to man. D Public Enemy is in the place to be. What's good? Hey, Lou Hedges, what's good? Hinton Murphy is in the building. What's good? Yo, we were having. Yo, so here's like an inside thing. I like the conversation tango with Hinton Murphy with Chief, right? I like to do that, the conversation tango like two warriors. Now, if in a friendly sense, now think this is what I'm saying. Two warriors like on separate sides of the conversation, sizing each other up, right? I like that. I like him because he'll say something and it make you like he'll be like for the old school cats. The old school cats will remember this, right? Hinton Murphy is the one that jumps out of the trees and lands on the battlefield and says, "Tiger style." And now you're like, what do I combat Tiger style with? I have to hit Tiger style with drunken monkey. And he's like, drunken monkey. It's because he thinks like real sharp and real quick, but in depth at the same time. Like when you playing chess with somebody, right? Like when you playing chess. So when I see him show up, I'm like, here is a challenge. So shout out to Chief, man. Shout out to Hinton Murphy, man. Shout out to Chief, man. He mad smart. That dude is mad smart with his stuff. But I find it funny every time him and Hoodie Kev get together. Hoodie Kev's fighting style is like the 11-year-old girl that pretends she's 14 with like the makeup and stuff. I'm gonna pretend like I'm 14. Really? 14? Is that old? You're 11 pretending to be 14? Hinton Murphy, see what I mean? Look, Hinton Murphy, like, I gave up video games for chess. See what I mean? He just go bust out Tiger style. See what I mean? That's why I gotta go. That's like a drunken monkey. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's gonna come. Because I know he processing like for a lot of us, we like to process and was fun. And this dude is like processing in whatever. It's just fun to have cats like that around, in my opinion. Right? But I know Hoodie Kev drives him crazy. Yo, it's crazy how Hoodie Kev can drive my man crazy. Right, and to me, it's hilarious and frustrating at the same time. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, what I meant to say too to everybody is good morning to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. I know it was yesterday, but I hope you had a good Father's Day. I hope all the people in y'all realm and in y'all surroundings showed y'all some appreciation for the work that y'all do 365, not just on one day. Shaw Legacy says, Doc might be on the clock after one season in Philly. I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I think Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid are on the clock. Right? Because they were second-round exits before Doc got there, and Doc did a lot of stuff different. Doc, in my opinion, the looks that they showed the Hawks, that's a player issue, bro. That's not a coaching issue. And since it's a Knicks channel, I won't get into depth about the Philadelphia 76ers playoff adjustments. But I will tell you this, there were a lot more adjustments than what y'all think. Right? That's a player deficit thing that they're facing. The Sixers are too top heavy. And if I'm correct, I think Tobias Harris had a stinker of a game. A stinker of a game, right? We can't even blame Ben Simmons when Tobias Harris was awful. Mama said, don't trust you in the building. What's good? Mr. Jackson 531 was good. What's good? Right? It's good to see everybody this morning. I promise you I'm going to get into some in-depth stuff. But what I want to do, though, is make sure, since I didn't see my people all weekend, I want to show my people some love. I got to do that because we got plenty of time to talk basketball, and we are going to do that, right? But the thing about it is I want to make sure that I show my people love, man. Make sure they know they appreciate it. Shout out to the Blorange family. Shout out to everybody, right? I'm still working on this thumbnail, man. I think y'all gonna. Let me see. All right, so let me save. Okay, it got a different name. No, well, yeah, I'll replace it. I'll replace it, and then I'll do that. Let me do this right here. So y'all are opposed to getting Ben Simmons. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I cannot believe what I am hearing. I can't believe it. Can somebody offer me an alternative to not having Ben Simmons? What's the alternative? Somebody tell me who is a better, cheaper option than Ben Simmons at this point. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know what's a better option than Ben Simmons. Is Ben Simmons not an upgrade over what we have at point guard? Somebody let me know. All right, so I'm not distracted no more. Ed Jr., what's good? Chop Low is in the building. Chop Low, I hope everything is going good for you, bro. Miss you. You ain't call me, Chop. You ain't call me in like a month. Chop Low, you have not called my number in like a month. Ed Jr. says Ben Simmons is EP 2.0. Really? How many all defensive teams have Elfrid Payton been on? Hey, Doc went to the playoffs deep in a game 7. I dig that. So here's the thing. David Jackson, are you saying Ben Simmons is Frank? Is that what you're saying? Come on, bro. Come on, y'all. Y'all got it. Come on, man. Knicks fans. Come. Knicks fans, y'all got to come see. Come see. Stop what you're doing and come see. It's like there is life outside of misery. Right? Y'all sound, the Knicks fans right now, y'all sound like the fans that, y'all sound like the people. You know what? To simplify it, Knicks fans sound like Eeyore. Okay. I don't like it. All right. Nah, bro, y'all got to come see. Y'all got to get out of this thing where it's all or nothing. Y'all got to get out of this thing where it's all or nothing, party people. If we traded for Ben Simmons, he'd be an additional piece to a roster that is changing. Cayenne Kid in the building. Good morning, Uncle Free. Salute to you in the chat. Much love. Knicks all day. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. When you start saying the names in the chat, like listen, I'm gonna say this, and y'all don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Just chill out. Let me say this so I can get, because I'm already gonna laugh when I say it. Y'all chill out. Don't make me laugh, because I know how y'all do. I know how y'all start with y'all jokes and stuff. Just chill out. Let me get this one little small joke off, and then I promise you I'll move on. Don't make me laugh, because I know what y'all gonna do. As soon as I tell a joke, y'all gonna start putting jokes in the chat. Just let me finish this thing. Right? Don't make me laugh, because I know y'all want to. I know y'all got y'all keyboard fingers ready. Just chill out. Let me say this so we can move on to some basketball talk. But listen, every morning that I jump on, I feel like we a posse. Like people should be putting up wanted posters for us. It's 33 Savage, Uncle Freezy, and the Cayenne Kid. Wanted, dead or alive, bank robbery, train robberies. You know what I'm saying? When I see y'all chat names. When I see our chat names, yo, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. When I see our chat names, well, when I see Chop Low, 33 Savage, Uncle Freezy, and the Cayenne Kid, it's the KMD posse. Wanted, dead or alive, mostly dead for bank robberies. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. That. Yo, what's good? Yeah. When I see some of the screen names, I'm thinking like, yo, Uncle Freezy, 33 Savage, Chop Low, and the Cayenne Kid, wanted, dead or alive. We like at the creek watering horses, and the town sheriff is getting on the horse, but he's nervous because he knows the Cayenne Kid is nasty with them 6-shooters. And Deep Public Enemy. And Deep Public Enemy. Yeah, and Deep Public Enemy. Yeah, it's Cayenne Kid, Deep Public Enemy, Chop Low, and Uncle Freezy, wanted, dead or alive. Yeah. Yo, so here so let me get back to let me be a mature adult, okay? I'm gonna be a mature adult right now, right? Yeah, man. So let me get back to Ben Simmons, man. Let me be a mature adult, right, and get back to Ben Simmons, right? So what Ben Simmons offers the Knicks is something that the Knicks, it's a situation where you kill like 5 birds with one stone, right? You kill 5 birds with one stone. And I know y'all are like, well, dog, those birds don't have no kind of reflexes. If they watching birds around them getting killed and they can't move and they won't fly away. Nah, man, listen. So for one, immediately as soon as you get Ben Simmons, you have solved your point guard issue for the next 8 years, right? Because Ben Simmons is young. Ben Simmons is young, bro. The dude is at point guard. Who is more athletic than Ben Simmons right now? Somebody tell me. Throw some names in the chat. Let me know. Because if I'm on Cuckoo Island, y'all come get me. Don't let me stay on Loco Island by myself about this Ben Simmons thing. But if there's anybody more athletic than Ben Simmons, y'all throw the name in the chat. Throw the name in the chat. Yo, continue the conversation. If I'm on Crazy Island, come get me. Don't leave me on Crazy Island, right? If I'm on Crazy Island, come get me. Somebody throw a name out there. Hey, Kev McLeod, hey, Cornerstone Kev, I don't understand what you're saying. He's to shoot the ball. What are you talking about? Hey, Kev, listen, let me throw this link in the chat so you can come, because let me throw this link in the chat. Hold on. So the thing is with Ben Simmons, if you trade for him, you don't have to worry about another point guard for 8 years. Hey, Shot Legacy says he's a veteran. He's a veteran project. Yo, what's good?
What's happening, my brother? First of all,
brand new shirt.
Happy belated Father's Day, man. Did you have a good day yesterday, man?
Yeah, it was good, man. I slept most of the day.
Good for you.
Man, it rained, bro. It rained here.
Oh, rain there? Yeah, it's raining over here.
My goodness. Yeah. And so I have this back porch, like this screened-in back porch. I've been telling myself for years, I'm gonna convert it into a bonus room.
Yeah.
But I feel like I got to do it myself.
Ah, okay.
And so the years have gone by.
I see. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But
hey, man.
But that joint when it's raining though.
Yeah. I can dig it. Yeah, man. When you caught me on Saturday, man, I was at the beach, man, chilling.
Oh wow! Well, good, man. Did y'all have a good time?
Yeah, man. Yeah. We had a blast, man.
Yeah,
man.
Man.
Had a blast. Absolutely.
Man.
But man.
Beach, Bud Light and the beach to me don't go together. You know what I'm saying? Because no lie, man. At the beach, I'm really no lie. So I'm like 6'5" and some change, bro.
Uh-huh.
But when I'm at the beach after like 2 Bud Lights,
yeah,
I'm walking like I'm 8'4".
Yeah. You know what? I think you are a vortex, because I believe I remember seeing you in that light beer from Miller commercial with all them dudes back in the day. Remember this commercials?
Tastes great. Let's fill it.
They had a whole bunch of brothers on that on there, man, on that. But yo, man, about what I was saying was he doesn't even attempt to shoot. That's what I was saying. He's got to shoot the ball.
What else in Ben Simmons' game goes lacking?
Nothing really.
Is his defense subpar?
No, sir.
What about his rebounding?
No, sir.
Does he push the ball? Does he run the break?
He does all that. But
what about his court vision? Is his court vision not superior?
Not superior. No, it's there. But he's got to make himself a threat. What do we always tell Frank Ntilikina? What do we always say?
We say, Frank, listen, Frank. When you're not shooting the ball, when you're offense, you have to make yourself an offensive threat, right? So if Frank Ntilikina, now think about this. If Frank Ntilikina was a superior passer, right?
Mhm.
And rebounder. That means even though he's not shooting the ball, he's still contributing to the offense.
Right.
Ben Simmons does that. What our knock on Frank is 4-on-5 basketball on the other end every time down the floor.
Say that again. Say that
It's
again.
4-on-5 basketball when we're on offense because Frank will pass the ball and disappear and you won't see him again. The ball has to
I disagree with that. I disagree with that, man.
So you see Frank saucing people up in ISO, breaking them down off the dribble, creating for others.
But
I'm asking.
He'll at least try to take the shot. He'll at least try to take the shot.
When the ball finds him, right? When they pass the ball back around and it gets to Frank, he'll take the open shot, right?
Yeah.
We agree there.
Yeah.
Right? But at the point guard position, we can't have a double standard. You can't say that Ben Simmons won't shoot and then Frank is at the other end. The ball has to find him as if he's a backup power forward on the end of the floor. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with Elfrid Payton. Our thing is Elfrid Payton can't shoot, but Elfrid Payton is a willing shooter. So there's another double standard because Frank is not involved in offense at all. Elfrid Payton is, and it's terrible. Those are two different things.
But see, the thing with Payton is that at least he makes himself a threat. Now let me ask you this: the play last night, and I know what everybody. Wait a minute.
Elfrid Payton is a threat like chocolate milk.
Hey,
he the chocolate milk threat.
Unc, let me finish this. When the play where Simmons got it, and where Simmons got it, and he was backing down. I forget who he was backing down. I forget if it was somebody in the chat. Tell me who was Ben Simmons backing down. I forget who it was, but he had a drop. He could have dropped dunked it, but instead tried to pass it to Thibault, who got fouled. Right. That was a key point in the game because if Ben Simmons makes that shot, it's a tie game.
Right.
Now it's one. It's what's the word for it? It's a 1-point game for Atlanta.
So you want Ben Simmons to be unselfishly selfish or selfishly unselfish?
I want him to be aggressive. Be who you were. I mean, because against us, he was doing his thing, right or wrong. We have never beat Ben Simmons. Why? Because he's aggressive.
It was Gallinari, and he said
it was Gallinari.
He felt like Gallinari was on his back. That's why he didn't try the dunk because he didn't want to get fouled.
But he would have. But that's another thing. You can't be afraid to
take free throws.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why he made that decision. He was like he felt like Gallinari was on his back, and if Gallinari fouled him, then he had to go to the free throw line. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
it is what it is right there. But Ben Simmons he's a young player and he's learning.
Right. And I want to get on your boy CP3. Not CP3, CP the artist. Your boy said on Twitter last night, he said the Knicks passed on Kevin Huerter. I'm like, are you serious? Could you imagine if we had drafted Kevin Huerter?
He'd be out of town by now.
Thank you.
He'd have been Ignas Brestakis for us.
Thank you.
So for one, CP the artist is my boy.
That's my boy. That's my boy too. I just wanted to I was like, wait, I usually agreed a lot with what CP was saying, but when he said that, I was like, wait a minute. That's something I would have said because I love like almost everybody and everything. Like you can't tell me that if the New York Knicks select Kevin Huerter from Maryland, everybody be like, who?
Yeah. So the thing about that situation is you want to in terms of the Johnny lately drafting. Hold on, my producer is bringing in some tea. Hold on, Cap.
Your producer's bringing in some tea.
I'm back. My producer hates the camera, bro. Turn that camera off. She'd be like, and she, turn that camera off and quiet down. I got clients on the phone. I'm sorry, Miss Mo. I'm sorry. but anyway. Hey, Andy Garcia, Black Rain is in the building. What's good? So the thing about Ben Simmons, though, Kev, is this. You have a superstar, right? Think about this. You have a superstar that loves to shoot. And you have a second-year player that's ultra aggressive, right? Ultra aggressive. But you also have three young players in Obi Toppin, Kevin Knox, and Emmanuel Quickly that love to get out and run the floor. That love to run, that love to show off their offensive skills in space, right? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine Ben Simmons and Obi Toppin in the open floor every night at Madison Square Garden? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about, bro? And it's not like a situation where it's situational. You have two of the top athletes in the league on the same team, in Obi Toppin and Ben Simmons. The irony is Ben Simmons is bigger than Obi, right?
Yeah.
But what's not ironic is that Obi may be one of the faster power forwards in the league. You can't run with him your John Collins he's a super athlete too, right? But he can't run with Obi. We know that.
He can't, but it seems like anything that he's putting up, it's always going in.
Right.
It really does. I mean, I'd be like, wow.
Because
hold on 1 second. I'll get back to you. 1 second. 1 second.
Right. So the thing is I want Cornerstone Kev disappear real quick. The thing is what you want to do is keep things in perspective. The Knicks are not built like Philly. Okay? This half-court thing, blase blah, is built for Joel Embiid. It's not built for Ben Simmons. Right? Ben Simmons needs his own team, right? Where he can get out and run. Ryan Green was good. So my man Ryan Green says Ben Simmons is loading into a LeBron James type player. Right. And so here's the thing with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is what now, and I know y'all heard this word before, but just bear with me. Ben Simmons is legit a unicorn. When's the last time you saw a 6'10" point guard? Ever. And not only is he's not Lamar Odom either. Because Lamar Odom was a point forward that had point guard skills, right? Lamar Odom was the guy that was a power forward build that had the dribbling basketball IQ handles of a point guard, right? And can pass.
Right.
Ben Simmons has always been a point guard, but his body exploded. Ben Simmons in high school, I think as a ninth grader, Ben Simmons was 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. And then one day you wake up and you 6'10" and a half or something, whatever they list him at.
How many years has he been in the league?
6.
Dang, that long?
I'm sorry. 4, 5.
4. Even still.
Because he's been in the league 5 years. 5 years he played 4. He got hurt his rookie season and didn't play.
And didn't play. Yeah.
That
was the year he won. Well, the next year he won Rookie of the Year, even though he didn't play his rookie season.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So let me ask you: do you think he just needs a change of scenery?
Kev, I'm gonna tell you this, and you're a smart guy, and that's why I say these things around you, bro.
Okay.
Right? Because some people just surround themselves with smart people and let other people talk, and then be the boss. But I tell you stuff, and you process quickly. So I know you smart,
thanks,
right,
brother? Thanks.
So, and it's not the new shirts either. I promise you.
Hey, yo, don't tell Sergeant G-Man.
Right.
He'll go to the bathroom and throw up.
He was like, nah, he might not make it. He might not make it. But yo, let me. I'm gonna run this by you.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Simmons and Mitchell Robinson and Obi Toppin and R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle and Emmanuel Quickly and whatever rookie we bring in the open court running, playing defense, playing lockdown defense, right?
Yeah.
Who's the best perimeter defender in the NBA? Who defends point guards better than Ben Simmons? Nobody.
Wow.
Nobody. Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up Trae Young's numbers from last night, because those numbers should make Sergeant Nick, aka G-Man for Life, throw up also.
Right.
Because I think Trae Young had a terrible game, right? But let me pull him up real quick. And I'm not saying Ben Simmons was the sole reason for these numbers, but what I will say is that he was an integral part.
Right.
Let me see, where is it? Where is it? I want to go to box score, and I'm not a box score person, but what I like to do though is use it for points of data.
Right.
So last night, Trae Young was 5 for 23.
5 for 23. Oh, yeah.
5 for 23. That don't even work in baseball, bro.
Yeah, he had a bad game. Think
about it. That don't even work in baseball, bro. You can't get away with that in baseball, bro.
That's right.
I went 5 for 23. Hey, well, you in the minor leagues now, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on one side, when you say, hey, Ben Simmons, he held the other star in check.
Okay.
Right? He held the other star in check. And so here's the thing. I wonder, what was Tobias Harris numbers like last night? 8 for 24. Tobias Harris was 8 for 24, bro.
Yeah, that's not, yeah.
I mean, come on. Why are we blaming Ben Simmons for everything? And hey, G Money, what's good?
Well, again, I think that I guess listening to your logic, before listening to your logic, I was just under the impression that he was not aggressive enough with taking a shot.
He didn't take a shot in the fourth quarter, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't I don't think he took a shot in the fourth quarter. And I don't think he took a shot in the fourth quarter the last 3 games.
Well, he lets Embiid eat all the time. And I think sometimes he should be, a little bit selfish. You see on the Bucks, you see Chris Middleton be selfish.
Yeah. Oh, he looked off Giannis. Did you see him look off Giannis to take that shot?
Absolutely. Because that's a guy who's confident in his shot.
Yeah, man.
That's a guy that's confident in his shot and everything. So I'm going to put you. I'm going to put you in the general manager / president role. What are you? If Philly comes to you and says you want to trade him, what you giving up?
Draft picks only.
Yep. Draft picks only. Okay.
Yep.
So all your 4 oh, here he go. I know who's coming out. Mr. AD. Hello, sir.
AD was good.
Good morning, gentlemen. What's going on?
So what's your take?
I think Freezy is crazy.
What else?
He hasn't had any soda in a good minute.
What else is new?
Down, but Freezy. Freezy. Let me ask you something, brother.
Hey, you can only speak to me in patois.
On another day.
You can only speak to me in patois, yo.
Yeah. And AD, real quick, you can't say anything to Freezy because you wanted a superstar. Well, here's one right here. Here's one right here.
And he's cheap.
You're playing. You're always complaining. You're always complaining.
Ben Simmons is not a superstar. Ben Simmons is not
Wow.
AD, don't do that.
Wow.
I like
don't
Ben
do
Simmons.
that.
I've always liked Ben Simmons.
Okay.
And I've always, because I'm intrigued by his height and his physicality at that position and being able to see the floor, because no one can really stop you from making the passes. So I've always been intrigued by that with him. But with Ben, you could say whatever you want to say, Freezy, and we lived through a man, getting stopped up at the rim 3 times, right? The objective is to put the ball in the hole. The easier it is, the closer it is, it should be easier scientifically, right? But to not even look when you are 6 feet 10 inches tall,
can't argue
to
that.
not even look at the rim.
Can't argue that.
Every inch of that. He is every inch of that.
Cannot argue that, AD. You're absolutely right.
Oh, I'm not an Embiid fan.
Right.
To that because I see the talent, but I don't know if he's. You
don't know if he's that guy, right?
I don't know if he's that guy. But if I'm Embiid, I'm sorry. We need to break this up. He needs to go.
So you keep Simmons or Embiid?
I keep Embiid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't make that argument. You can't make that argument anymore. Ben Simmons, I'm 6'10" tall. If you're giving me 10 feet in the lane, at some point in time, I'm gonna body up on you and I'm gonna make you foul me. I'm going to dunk on you.
AD, I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't know if you're ready, but I'm gonna say this, right? And I promise you, in my opinion, it's the God's honest truth. If you trade for Ben Simmons, the Knicks win a championship this season.
Can we at least get to the?
No. If you keep this roster intact as is, add Simmons and whoever your rookie or your 2 rookies going to be, because I know they're not adding 4 rookies. They might add 1 or 2, right? But whoever the 2 rookies, say for instance, you add a Ben Simmons and a Kai Jones and James Bouknight, right? Championship.
Wait, but see here, you just said that if he was on our team, we'd have to give up our draft picks. So
okay.
No, right?
I know. I said okay. So it's 2 things. I said 1, you'd have to give up draft picks,
right?
And then I also said that I would give up this year's draft picks, right? But that also means that the Knicks can use draft picks in other years to trade for Ben Simmons, right?
Right.
So it's a lot of ways.
I got it.
You don't have to give up this year's draft picks to get Ben Simmons.
Got it.
Or if you do, so what? If you give up this year's,
then we wouldn't get Bouknight then, if that's what you're talking about.
But what I'm saying is, okay. So say in the 2 scenarios, say if we give up this year's draft picks, right, and then we just wind up signing guys off the street to give the money to. Say we sign Gary Trent, or bring in a Norm Powell, or Kelly Oubre, or whoever it is that y'all want to spend all y'all money on.
I love Kelly Oubre.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, y'all want to give $18 million to Kelly Oubre, and we can draft a dude at 19 that does the same thing for $14 million less. You know what I'm saying? And keep him for 4 years. But it is what it is. Whatever.
Okay.
Because Oubre has experience, playoff experience.
Right.
So, and playoff experience is invaluable, right? So here's the thing. If you get, I'm telling you, AD, and for those in the chat that didn't see AD's new name, AD requires no chaser. That's dope. That's fire.
That is fire.
Shout out to AD for that. So, but anyway, so the thing is, so AD, I'm telling you, right? And I might be on Cuckoo Island by myself. I might be on Crazy Island by myself. But I will tell you this: if you trade for Ben Simmons now, you win a championship if you keep the rest of your roster intact.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm talking about, and I know people don't want to hear me say run it back. But if you run it back plus Ben Simmons and plus some fresh leg rookie, some starry-eyed rookie, you win a championship this year. This year. I'm not talking about 3 years, 5 years. I'm not talking about build it the right way. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about our deficiency was. I'm telling you, it's like the Jacksons. You remember, Kev? You remember the Jackson 5?
Of course.
Remember when you say the Jackson 5, and we used to hear Rock Robin, tweet,
yeah,
you know, and so we had no idea the Jackson 4 didn't have talent. You know why? Because they had a kid in front that covered up for everybody.
No,
Am I lying?
Yeah. I gotta read.
That's blatantly disrespectful to the rest of the Jackson. To the rest of the Jackson.
Who, Tito Randy?
Blatantly disrespectful, sir. No. I'm going to tell you right now. That's blatantly disrespectful to the first family of whatever you want to go out there with, sir. This is where I draw the line.
Prove me wrong.
Okay. What's my Jermaine? Jermaine wrote Daddy's Home, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Wait. I gotta stop you on that one because it was another artist who I just heard today.
I'm not gonna dispute it with you, but you know what? He sung it.
He sung it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Jermaine signed Switch.
Yeah.
I remember Switch.
I remember Switch. Sure did.
That is absolutely. But you are
that was amazing.
Blasphemous right now.
Yeah.
You are blasphemous right now.
Yeah.
And Jermaine had that song, If You're Serious. Remember If You're Serious?
Let's get serious. Yes.
Oh my
Let's get serious.
What? You better apologize right now.
And what about that song he did, that video with Iman? Why do you do what you do?
Yes, that was the joint.
Killing me right now.
The first time I seen a man in public with a wife beater on. I ain't never seen a man in public with a wife beater on until I saw that.
Now, AD, if he would have said the Jacksons for after Tito, because remember Randy replaced Jermaine. If he would have said that, he would have had something.
I thought Randy replaced Marlon.
Have nothing.
Nah.
Those are Joe's creation. Mike was the front, Mike was the lead, no question about it, but it was
Marlon used to be the front. You remember Marlon was
he was not. Hey, man.
Who was it? Randy? Who was it? Randy?
No, it was Mike, man.
No. I'm talking about before they got big. Because Mike replaced. Who was the other younger kid?
Mike never. No one replaced nobody, man. What are you talking about?
I watched the Jackson's American Family thing.
Hey, D, man.
I saw it.
Hey,
when Jermaine left.
Yes.
Jermaine left, then Randy came.
Randy came in. Yes.
Yeah, Jermaine left.
So, but bro, are you serious right now saying that Mike didn't cover up for the rest of the Jacksons?
That's like you could put out any front man. You can put out any front man. You know what I mean? That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Put out any front man.
No, man, because Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, they was like, who's that dude on the drums? That dude on the drums can sing. You remember that? Yes, the dude on the drums for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Cornerstone Cab. You better know your history, bro.
I do know my history. I never known you said Harold Melvin. I didn't know they played instruments. I thought they was just a doo-wop group, man.
No, man. The dude on the oh my God. He's such a baby. We gotta bring him along.
No.
You don't know who was the drummer for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes?
I swear.
Hey, did you want to tell him or you want me to tell him?
That's Teddy P.
Pendergrass.
He played drums. I never knew that.
Yes.
I swear. Never knew.
And he oh, go ahead, AD. I'm sorry.
That's Teddy P right there. But you, Sir Freezy, you really hurt my heart this morning here when you said that about the first family of music. That's the Jacksons. That's just absolutely blasphemous.
Bro, if the
absolutely blasphemous.
But
Absolutely.
AD, if the Jackson 5 were Rebe, Janet, LaToya, Mike, and Jermaine, then I'd be like, okay. But nah, they didn't take all the people that had #1 records. It was Jermaine, Marlon, Randy, Tito, and Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, basically.
There you go.
Hey,
man. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
I'm gonna blast both of y'all. Jacksons weren't better than the Silvers.
No, they weren't better than the Silvers.
The Silvers just had a gang. They had twice the Jacksons.
I was gonna say it's like 15 of them.
They were like second string.
Like they was the weigh-ins and the wine-ins all mixed together.
They had a gang. They had a serious a lot of brothers.
Yeah, it was Keenan, Damon, BBCC. It was just a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, you can't compare them. You can't compare the Silvers with the Jacksons. Are you crazy?
But the point I was getting at is when you bring Ben Simmons in, all the warts that the Knicks have, they get covered up because Ben Simmons.
This is what I don't understand with you, Freezy. And I'm gonna make this clarity. I'm with you here.
And
hold on a second, corner.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on.
Because I got something that my man Delano had sent, which makes a lot of sense. But go ahead.
You can't on one hand, I've heard you disparage Dame Dollars, right? For an absolute offensive force, whatever we think about him, but an absolute offensive force. And on the other end, tell me that you are going to bring in a man who's scared of the rim. That's like being scared of your shadow. And that he's going to make the difference? You're killing me right now. You're killing me.
And here's the other thing Delano said, my man Delano. He said Ben Simmons will earn over $30 million per season. But
my man is in the building.
He had to come in when I had a great point going on. He had to come in, my man. And I see you letting his hair grow too, man. I like it.
Debating. Keep going. I ain't gonna interrupt you. I can wait.
No.
Hey, he turned into Afro Poppy. He must have some grandbaby somewhere. He must have some grandbaby somewhere.
Hey, man. Hey, Ron, I got that metal pick for you if you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the little ball on the end.
But real quick, okay, so Delano says, DSJ, he goes, Ben Simmons will earn over $30 million per season for the next 4 years. Who are we trading for a non-shooter? He's got a point. He's got a point.
Man, first of all,
$30 million per season.
Kev, first of all, we're a team that is not over the salary cap, so we don't have to match salaries. We already have salary cap space. So when we do the trade, whatever goes to them applies to their salary cap, which, like I told you, would be draft picks down the road. So they take away $30 million from their salary cap and they get future draft picks. So it automatically gives them resources to go out and get another star player.
Yeah, right? but for us, we're giving. Go ahead, Dish. Go ahead, AD.
But Freezy, tell me how does that young man, who I like Ben Simmons, gets us to where we need to be? Because Freezy, this man right now is having some psychological issues with the basketball.
Yeah, it's his head, man. It's his head.
Okay. As a Yankee fan, I saw that with Chuck Knobloch. Steve Sax years before then.
Steve Sax.
At some point in some time, something happens with them in the basketball, with them and the thing that they love so much that they love it so much they don't know. It's almost like they don't know what to do with it anymore. You can't take that chance on that kind of, to give up any kind of what you would use for team building. If he wasn't coming for a bucket of fries and some wings right now, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you can't take a chance on a young man like that. You're gonna have to do him like the $6 billion man. You're gonna have to rebuild him.
Oh, hey man, I love AD. You know, y'all know every time I see AD, my heart pitter patter.
The real Steve Austin.
Yeah, the real
Steve Austin.
AD will make your heart pitter patter because he like right in that bag, like right in that pocket of he'll make a reference and it's right there, something that you know to make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate AD, but AD, listen, what I'm saying is AD is gonna be your Michael Jackson, bro. He's gonna cover up so much stuff with his presence that you want stuff that you can't even remember, or stuff that you don't even consider. Like, all right, so this year our best wing defender was Reggie Bullock.
Yeah,
Reggie freaking Bullock.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
right. Now you bring in Ben Simmons. Guess who's gonna be the best wing defender? Ben Simmons. Right.
Freezy, you missing something though.
I was waiting for this.
You missing something. He doesn't fix your major problem. He actually highlights your major problem even more.
There you go.
The guy cannot shoot. The guy ain't trying to shoot. The guy ain't trying to work on his craft. I don't want them kind of players on this team, man. That guy is no excuse. 3 years in the league, he still don't have a jump shot. You know what I mean?
5 years in the league.
Well, yeah. I short him a couple. 5 years in the league, don't have a jump shot, ain't trying to get a jump shot. I don't want him. And can't shoot a free throw to save his life. You can't put him on the floor when the game closed. He is a no-go at all.
Liability.
You put him on this roster, we get worse. We don't.
Oh no.
We get worse.
Ryan. Oh no.
And I'm gonna tell you this. I remember when I had this conversation. Remember, I made this comment to a particular individual. And I ain't gonna even call his name, but everybody who was on that show know who I'm talking about. I made the comment. I said, when it's all said and done, when you look at these two guys' career, RJ and Ben Simmons, RJ will have the better career.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already proven for me. It's been proven. The guy can't shoot, ain't trying to shoot, don't have the ability to shoot. Only thing he can do is go to the basket. That's all he can do. He can go to the basket. You know what he is? He's a poor man version of Giannis. Poor man version. What we need on this team, we need a closer. We need a closer.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Foxy, man, because Foxy dropped me that jewel this morning because he made reference. He said, when you look at Milwaukee, everybody know Giannis is not a closer.
Right.
Giannis is not a closer. He needs somebody to help him out. Middleton was more of that guy. Shout out to Chuck Town's finest. You know what I mean? But for us, Julius Randle, we know is not a closer. RJ, we don't know what RJ is going to be yet. He's still growing. The New York Knicks need to get off of their hands and go find us a closer. Somebody that strike fair in you when the game is on the line. That's why Atlanta beat Philly. Atlanta got a closer. And he don't even have to put up 30 to beat you. Trae Young.
No.
Trae Young. And they got a bunch of great role player shooters on that team. They got a bunch of shooters. That's what they got, but they got a guy that strike fair in you. We don't have a guy that strike fair in anybody on this roster, man. The closest thing we got is Julius.
Not yet.
Exactly. That's why we need to go. That's why they're watching Damian Lillard closer like a hawk. And if I'm in that front office, he's priority number one. Priority number two for a closer, I'm looking at Washington. We got to get a closer. When the last time the Knicks had a closer? I'll wait.
Never.
I'll wait. Freezy, hey,
Mellow.
I'm gonna give Freezy this now. Would Ben Simmons make us bet on that perimeter defensively? Oh, yes, he would.
Yes.
But man, if the guy would ever commit to the game of basketball, because I'm not fully convinced he's committed to the game of basketball, man. Period. How you don't have a jump? You don't even attempt to shoot 3-point shots.
Right.
You're afraid of the free throw line because you can't shoot free throw. 30-something%. Come on, man. I can go out there right now and shoot 75 at least.
At least.
Come on, man. And that's your job, man. Hey, Freezy, we don't need no more suspect players. And another thing about him, the guy liked the limelight too much. New York City, you want to bring that over here?
He want to come be Al B. Shore. He want to come be Al B. Shore.
Man, I stay away from Ben Simmons. Our priority is closer, man. We need a closer fast, quick, in a hurry, man. Go call Washington. Go call Portland. Those are the two guys right now. And I know people say, well, I don't want to give up, man, to do something you got to make money, you got to spend money. To be great, these draft picks, everybody clamoring about, man, them things, they unproven. And the way we play right now, they're not going to be worth nothing. They unproven. Is more often than not, you miss with draft picks than you hit with them. You know what I mean? We ain't sitting on.
I'll tell you this much.
Leon Rose didn't come here to be average. Worldwide West didn't come here to be average. Them guys going big game hunting, man.
Atlanta hit on that draft pick for Kevin Huerter. They hit on that.
He's a shooter. He's a shooter.
They hit on the draft pick.
He's more athletic too. He's more athletic too.
Yeah, I mean, but he's a shooter. You will hit more on a shooter than trying to find a transcendent player. That's what
Philly hit on Joel Embiid though, bro.
And Knicks, and you know why? Because he was an obvious no-brainer. You know what I mean? Right. But more often than not, Freezy, we know teams miss with them draft picks, man. But the thing is, where we're picking at, you're not gonna find no transcendent player, man. Some earth-changing, game-changer for this team. We're not gonna find that. But I know one thing: there's a couple guys right now that we know that's proven in this league that can go do it. And if they're on this roster, they're gonna strike fear. You put a Bradley Beal on this roster, or Damian Lillard, it's over. Over.
So Damian Lillard, I'm fair. So the Damian Lillard thing, I'm not opposed to Damian Lillard, the player, right? Because I think if you put him in the right situation, right, I think he can maybe get us to maybe the Eastern Conference Final. I don't think Damian Lillard is that guy, right? That's going to bring you championships. Because if he was, they'd have did that in Portland, right? Could they dump everything they had into Damian Lillard and they still don't have a championship. But I understand what you're saying about going to get him and bringing him here to add to Randall and some others. So
all situations ain't created equally, man.
I know.
And Randall would alleviate so much pressure of Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal or vice versa, because that's the knock when people would say, well, them guys ain't winning their situation. All situations ain't created equal. You put him on this team with Julius Randle and RJ, man, come on, man. Come on, and go out and still can go get a shooter like Duncan Robinson, because we need shooters too. But right. We need a closer. We definitely need a closer. We don't have one. We were screaming that all season. Think about all them games we lost because we didn't have a closer.
Bro, I'll say, hey, Jay Boogie, how you doing this morning, man?
Hey, Jay Boogie,
hey, good morning, man. I just called, you know what I'm saying, to share with y'all brothers, man. I hear y'all talking all type of reckless, talking about Jackson 5 ain't this. And you waking up this morning. I know it's got to be a light-skinned thing. You have been waking up talking about Ben Simmons. Is you kidding me? I'm not even going to talk dressing issues about his shooting. I'm not going to say nothing about his shooting and none of that. I'm going to give you two more scenarios. Right. The man did a reverse pivot and had a free dunk and passed the ball. He passed the ball on a dunk. So if the man don't even want to dunk the ball, why you want to bring him over here? He don't even want to dunk. And then he wasn't even mad about being out the game. And then he told you at the end of the game he was okay with being on the bench. So why am I going to bring him here? And you can't tell me that Philly ain't got a better roster than the New York Knicks last year from point A to point B, and he couldn't even get by the Hawks. So why am I bring him over here with us and we couldn't get by the Hawks? Come on, man. Stop that, man.
AD, stop doing that. AD, stop doing. So why you co-signing for Jay Boogie this morning, man? What's happening?
No, because I said it before. I said it before Boogie. Come on, you just can't, Freezy. That is a trade right there that could possibly cause anarchy amongst Knicks fans.
No, man.
And I like the kid. I like the kid, but he's not. We have to be offensively thinking. Defense is nice in situations. You gotta have guys who strike fair, who can put the ball in the hole.
I'm AD, but I'm telling you, and no disrespect to your line of thinking, but I just think all three of y'all are absolutely wrong about Ben Simmons. I'm telling you, if you bring Ben Simmons here, the Knicks win a championship this season. Are you serious? Even if you run it back with the team that we had, Ben Simmons, when you kick out to Ben Simmons, you don't have shooters that don't know what to do with the ball. You kick it out to Ben Simmons, he'll blow by an elite defender and yam on a center, bro. I mean, come on. This is Ben Simmons we talking about.
Easy. How are you going to get yam? How are you going to get into yam when he can't even yam for the team that he's on under the rim by himself? No, Freezy. No.
I can't believe you want this guy, man. I'm really shocked this morning. I'm really shocked because it's a reason why they're gonna get him up out of Philly. It's a reason why. You know what I mean? And the blueprint is there. You see it. It ain't just that he can't play with Embiid. Look at this guy's career. If he don't go get his butt in the lab and go to work and stop hanging on the gram and hanging in the clubs,
and being on Tinder,
that's his biggest problem. And I don't want to bring them type of players to New York City, man. Tom ain't
but
going
one
for
team, but one team can save that man as he is, and don't be surprised if they don't trade both their first round picks for him. That's Golden State. You can hide him in Golden State, but you can't hide him in New York. You can't do it. Bro. He's not ready for that. He can't do it, man.
Bro, Jay Boogie, I feel you, bro. But what I'm saying is this. One of the reasons why the Knicks offense bogs down and we put so much pressure on every shot attempt is because we never get easy baskets. Every basket that the Knicks, every basket that the shot that the Knicks took this year was highly contested. And so Julius Randle took a lot of heavily contested shots, and he made a lot of them, right? But if we had a point guard that could grab the rebound and go, run the floor, you know what I'm saying, get others involved, get them easy baskets or free throws, then you see our offensive efficiency rating go up. Because there's nothing worse than doing something hard off shift, right? That stuff will break you, bro. When you hit the clock and you just do something hard the whole time, a task that's hard, it'll break you. You know what I'm saying? But if you mix that stuff up, like, man, look, some easy shots here or there. Yeah, I'm not talking about getting 30 easy shots a game. I'm talking about 10 easy shots a game. You know, and the other thing too, when Julius Randle got double teamed, it wasn't that the 3-point shooters don't knock down shots. It's that when closeouts come on those 3-point shooters, they had no other basketball skill to affect the offense. They stood there and pump fake until Randle came back and got the ball. You kick out to Ben Simmons. Now Ben Simmons can break down his man, find Randle, RJ, or Mitch for the lob. You know what I'm saying? It's the layers of basketball from a point guard perspective changes. We've never had a dynamic point guard, so we don't know what one looks like.
And
we say
not it.
He's not
dynamic. Dynamic, you have to be able to affect the game in all areas, Feezy. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This guy don't shoot. The guy don't shoot shots. Can't make shots. All you can do is play defense and pass. We done had them type point guards before on this team that couldn't shoot. Matter of fact, we got one right now that we trying to fly by there, Frank Ntilikina.
Oh, he gone.
And you want to bring Ben Simmons in here? He's just another Frank Ntilikina with better defense.
You got to have a stud in the playoffs, man. Studs. That's the only way teams are getting by right now. Is studs are knocking off other studs. That dude is not a stud, but I'm not 100% sold on Lonzo Ball. But I go get Ball before I have him. You don't believe that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so let me. I'm gonna read off a resume, and I want y'all to tell me who it is. 3-time NBA All-Star, one-time Rookie of the Year, two-time All-NBA defense. Who is that? Is that Frank Ntilikina? Is that Lonzo Ball? Or is that Ben Simmons?
We all know that's Ben Simmons.
So what are we even talking? What are we talking about? We don't want a three-time All-Star.
We're talking about championships, and at the end of the day, you can't do it with JJ Redick, who's a floor spacer. Danny Green, for all intents and purposes, is a floor spacer.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, who's a floor spacer. Seth Curry, who's a floor spacer. I understand what you're saying, and in essence, it's good. But you have so many holes in this game already, and then you're looking at him adding to our roster. We don't have the scoring center that everybody's looking for, like an Embiid. So you can't even effectively get somebody to get out of the paint because now you still have that threat of Mitchell Robinson, right? Mitchell Robinson is either gonna have to move out of the way and start hitting those 13 to 15 footers. Randall, you're gonna take him off the ball, which was part of the game that made him effective enough to be the most improved player of the game of this season. And RJ Barrett,
that also is the reason why his legs wasn't in the playoffs, because he did it all season long for 71 games, and by the time the playoffs got here, he just didn't have no legs left.
Which is why the answer that you presented initially was in, I believe, Treyman was a very good point. The point guard that we need might be in this draft, as opposed to looking for another star who still has deficiencies and is still trying to find his way, because at the end of the day, as a championship contender that Philly is, they're frauds. And they're frauds because the one guy that you're looking for, who is the ball dominant person, is not offensively effective to the point where you can rely on him even to stay in the court. And for I can't even rely on you in the fourth quarter. That's like sitting here saying, Derrick Rose, you've done what you could in the third quarter. We're pulling you because you can no longer give us what we need to win in the fourth. So in a close game, I can't rely on you.
Bro, I feel you.
Yeah, because he don't
I do.
Because he can do no kind of shooting. The man ain't got a.
Hey, who was that? Who audio was that?
I don't know who it is.
Somebody audio was bad.
Sound like they on the court. I had conversations about basketball, but a hook shot. I heard somebody say hook shot.
Hey, DSJ, that's you?
I think
that was me with the hook shot. I just went away from him, though.
Okay.
That was my old head, man. You know, old heads like me do hang out with older heads.
Yeah, man. I love it. Bro.
Absolutely.
I love it, bro. I love it. So,
hey, man, I love you to death, man, Freezy, man. I love you. I love you with all my heart, man. You're a great person, man. Let me share that with everybody that only seen that man on this glass. And I know it's a lot of men on this glass that's great men. But I met that man, you know what I'm saying, face to face, hug, dab. You know what I'm saying? He drunk his Bud Light. I drunk my tea. We laughed, we giggled, we rooted, we got mad all out there in Atlanta and everything, man. But I can't rock with you on Ben Simmons. I can't.
Jay Boogie, what if I promise you a championship?
You can't promise me a chip.
What if I promise you a championship?
Man, go back and look at the footage. I never seen an all-star of his caliber not on the bench without fouling out. Go look at his facial expression about being on the bench. He was not mad about not being in the game. That's what I'm talking about.
Probably was
he
relieved.
Was cool with it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can't build with that, Freezy. You can't. You're going to talk about running it back with that guy at the head of the snake when the rest of the snake is not poisonous as it is? Are you kidding me, Freezy? Stop it.
Bro, you were doing Tom Thibodeau a disservice, bro. You ain't even you saw Tom Thibodeau do a four course meal with bologna, right? Imagine when he get real ingredients, bro. I'm telling you, don't get it twisted. This Knicks thing is real. This Knicks thing is real, bro. RJ Barrett is real. RJ Barrett, the 40% from three when last year we said he couldn't shoot. What kid you know makes a miraculous turnaround like that in one season?
It ain't gonna be Ben Simmons because he didn't have 5.
And he's had longer than 5.
What I'm saying is
longer than 5.
What I'm saying is this: if you add another piece to Julius Randle, his numbers are not going down. Julius Randle averaged 24 against the third most double teams in the NBA. If you take away half of those double teams, you think his numbers are going to go down?
Yeah,
Julius Randle's going to be a 27 point per game scorer.
Yeah, but he's not the piece. You see, and if you were running and if you were defending the Knicks with him in the lineup, just say your front court is him, Julius, Mitchell. 2/3 of your front court can't shoot.
Translation: early exit. Early exit playoffs.
Yeah, you're making it. If you couldn't get Capella out the lane before, and 2/3 of your front court is gonna live or die somewhere plunging right there in the middle, how are you gonna have it any better?
Because AD, it's because we didn't have shot creators for others. He
doesn't space the floor, Freezy. In today's game, what you're assimilating is like a retread 90s type of middle end. He doesn't even have a middle end game.
No, I'm talking about the complete opposite. Let me get these 30 seconds. I'm gonna do something in these 30 seconds, and I promise you'll look at Ben Simmons differently, right? So the Showtime Lakers, people thought the Showtime Lakers started with just offense, pulling the basketball out of the net and just running down to the end of the floor as fast as they could. That's not what they did. What they did is locked you down in the half court and made you throw up a brick. And when you threw up the brick to a point guard grabbed the rebound, they raced down to the other end to get odd man breaks the other way. And they called it Showtime because it was so beautiful. Because as soon as you knew the other team knew they missed a shot, they were like, oh, they could run it down our throat. Right? And so we have the elements in place already. We have superior athletes already in place. Your Mitchell Robinsons, your Obi Toppins, right? Bigs that can run the floor. And Mitch can run the floor because he blocked Trae Young's shot, ran down to the other end, and caught a lob on guess who? Trae Young. So if your center can run with a guard, he's fast and can run. And that's not something I made up. That's 2 years ago game versus Atlanta in the Garden. Mitchell, Julius Randle threw Mitch the lob over Trae Young. That's on tape. What I'm telling y'all is, people tell you that your team has to be built like other teams. It does not. The Knicks have a separate and different identity. The Knicks don't want to 3-point you to death with 5 skilled guys. They want to lock you down on one half of the court and get the rebound and get easy buckets at the other end, but they can't because they didn't have an orchestrator. Now you add an orchestrator to that, and I'm not calling Ben Simmons Magic Johnson. What I'm calling Ben Simmons is the orchestrator, because people used to say this thing too. Tragic Johnson don't have an outside shot. And anybody old enough to remember that knows that people used to leave Magic Johnson open for jump shots, for deep shots, right? Magic Johnson couldn't shoot the three, right? But what Magic could do is grab that rebound, weave through traffic, and get those around him that would run the floor open shots on the other end. And I'm not saying Ben Simmons is going to do that right away, but just the fact that we add that to Tom Thibodeau's already excellent coaching staff and coaching scheme means now you open up other stuff. In today's NBA, you don't have to get a dunk on a fast break. If you get a wide open look for Kevin Knox in the corner for 3 off the break, that's just like a dunk attempt to us. Because we know guys like Knox and RJ can knock down 3-point shots at a high clip. That's what I'm saying. The layered stuff that you add when you add a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defensive guy, Rookie of the Year. He is not Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton had never led a team to the playoffs before this year. And this year, he looked terrible. And we comparing him to a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA defense, Rookie of the Year. Come on, man. And I know that was more than 30 seconds, but anyway.
But I'm gonna ask you this question and right here, since you went on, you know what I'm saying? You're older than me, Jay Boogie Rant.
Hey, Boogie, you know you're older than me.
That's okay. That's cool. But look, let me ask you this question. Since you don't thought about this, and I need to know if you thought about this. What you trading for?
Ooh.
Draft picks.
Huh?
Draft picks.
You think they giving up 19, 20, and next year 19 and 20, baby? We not going in the lottery no more.
I know that.
So you think they taking them late picks?
Yes. And you know why? You know why? Because here's the thing, and I thought about this too. I said, somebody's going to ask me what we would give up for Ben Simmons, right? But you know what? You know what their new team president covets more than anything else? The ability to build it himself, right? Like the ability to move old parts out the way and build it in his image with new parts. Daryl Morey from the Houston Rockets is now the team president of the Philadelphia 76ers. In a shortened offseason, he didn't get a chance to build it in his image. Now he gets a chance to build it in his image. Spree, what's good?
Hey, I just wanted to come on for 1 minute and just say I have a rant. Steph Curry has ruined the game of basketball. He has ruined the game. And yes, is it exciting, the scoring? I'm watching the Hawks. I'm watching the Jazz have to take out the defensive player of the year because the Clippers got Batum playing center. I mean, give me a break. We're going to put 5 little small dudes on the court that can shoot. I get it. That's today's NBA. I got to live with it. Much respect to Trey. I totally give him respect. He's a very good player. Even though I don't like him, he's a good player. I have to respect his game. But I'm sorry. I do not enjoy this brand of basketball. We can't touch anybody anymore. It's just It drives me nuts, Frieza, when I'm watching this Hawks game. And yes, much of the story should be about the Sixers collapsing. But this Hawks team bothers me, man. Yeah, they play a nice game, but it bothers me. It just bothers me, man, because in the 90s, we would have laid these boys on their butts. Right. That's all I got to say.
Hey, Spree, let me say these 2 things real quick. I know you short on time. But for one, you remember when I told you the Knicks had a path to the Eastern Conference Finals? Had a path to the finals. Remember me saying that?
Yes.
I think
the Hawks it's playing exactly how we thought it would.
Yep. I think the Hawks are taking advantage of it.
I think the Hawks going. I think they're going to beat Milwaukee.
Right.
I don't see Milwaukee beating them.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, Spree, one last thing real quick.
Yeah.
This kid, Keon Johnson, is the American dream. Keon Johnson is the American dream. That should be the name of your channel, bro. Because he is gonna. This dude is legit Latrell Sprewell, bro. I saw him do the 2-handed dunk behind his head.
Something's wrong with the Wi-Fi.
Bro, I saw him do the 2-handed Sprewell dunk, and I was like, this thing looks surreal.
You think Latrell Sprewell's letting Trae Young do whatever he wants on the court? No, he's throwing him in the stands. Right. It's just look. Trae Young's
going to get him.
Trae Young is the poster boy for today's NBA. I'm just saying, in the 90s, Steph Curry, Trae Young, all these dudes that I'm watching outside now just chuck up shots from half court. This is not how I grew up.
Hey, news flash, Free. You know why Philly lost? Combination of things. Ben Simmons.
Yes.
Hacker Ben showed up. Can't hit free throws. Boom.
Right.
That's one of the problems. The other
What's wrong
problem,
with the Wi-Fi?
the other problem, Doc Rivers.
Yep.
Doc
Mhm.
Rivers got out coached.
He did.
Right.
That game,
Again.
that game when it was up 25 or something like that, and
Game 6.
and,
Yeah.
and they let Embiid sit on that
26,
bench.
26.
They was up by like 18, and they couldn't hit a basket while Embiid was on the bench, and Doc kept him on that bench. I'm sitting there, I'm like
Salute everybody
screaming
in
at the
chat.
TV. I'm like, what are you waiting on to
Yeah.
put Embiid back in the game? And you put
I agree.
Embiid back in the game when all momentum was gone. And Atlanta is a team where Atlanta is tough as nails mentally, man. That is a mentally tough team.
Yeah,
They are never out of a game. Shout out to Nick McMillan.
I agree.
Because, Free, I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I can tell you like this. I hear a lot of Knicks fans talking trash about Trae Young, but we would love him on the Knicks.
Oh, I would love him on the
We
Knicks.
would
But
love him on the Knicks.
I'll just say this.
That's why we hate him.
Ron, but with
Because
Ben
he ain't
Simmons,
with us.
with Ben Simmons, I totally agree, and I give him respect. He's a nice player. He deserves his respect. We got to put respect on his name. I'll just say this. Ben
boy's a
Simmons to me, Ron, Ben Simmons to me right now, when LeBron lost in the 2011 finals, mentally right now, he needs mentally, he's in the same place as LeBron James after that final.
You know what? I'm going to have to stop you there, and I'm going to have to stop Stephen A. too, because I heard him say that, and I was just waiting to hear what kind of excuse they was going to say. Do not, and I ain't no LeBron lover, but I respect LeBron. I would never put that guy in the same sentence.
Oh, I'm not.
with LeBron
I'm just saying
James.
mentally.
I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't even compare him in no iota with a LeBron. The guy LeBron struggled at the free throw line, but what we're seeing is historic.
Yeah.
34% at the line. That's worse than
Historic.
NBA history.
And
That's
then the
bad.
guy cannot shoot free at all.
He can't shoot mid-range. He can't shoot. And
can't
also,
shoot, and won't take a three. How many threes
he
he
has
took in
no
5
drive.
years?
No.
Look, here's what I think. I don't think Ben Simmons is a bum. I don't think he's a bum. He's a good player, but Ben Simmons has no drive. Okay? He has no passion. He doesn't care about
Absolutely.
improvement.
Keep going.
He doesn't care.
Keep going.
Look, Ben Simmons is a good player. He can pass. He's athletic. He can defend. We know that. But saying Ben, I don't want Ben in New York. I don't want Ben Simmons in New York because our problem of why we were struggling in the playoffs because other than Derrick Rose, we didn't have a point guard that could shoot. Quigley's a 2 guard, not a point.
Great point.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's a great point.
So that's what I'm saying. So this opinion that Ben should come to New York, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't respect that because it's like what you're seeing. Come in, Angelica. What you're seeing in this playoff run shows why Ben should not be in New York. The dude has no passion. He doesn't care about winning. He cannot make free throws in big moments, and he's a liability on the offensive end, and that's why he saw this series. Here's the sad part: Trae Young was bad offensively for most of the game until the fourth quarter.
Why was he bad? Why was he bad?
Because he took bad shots all day. Watch the game. He took bad shots.
So Ben Simmons had nothing to do with that.
No, Ben has something to do with it, but it's really more Trae Young taking bad shots. Let's use logic here. All right? Let's use some logic here. Also, Bogey was 2 of 8 in that game. So despite all of Atlanta was trying everything they can to give that game away, and Philly didn't take advantage of it. Joel Embiid disappeared down the stretch of the game. Tobias Harris was breaking layups at will. Ben Simmons missing clutch free throws again. And I'm sorry. And Doc Rivers, like you said, man. He's just not a coach that's going to consistently elevate you to the big time moments, man. And it's shown. 6 and 9.
Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's true, but
could you imagine if we had Kevin Knox and Ben Simmons in the same body?
Oh my goodness! Now you cooking. Now you.
I mean, no. Ben's better than Kevin Knox. No.
No, I know
you missed what I said. You missed what I said.
I know what you.
You missed what I said.
To the basket.
Now he's talking about low motor.
If you had them in the same body with the way Kevin Knox can shoot,
Ben doesn't care.
And Ben getting to the basket.
Doesn't care about winning.
Yeah. Ben getting to the basket.
Okay.
I knew that's where you was going.
I know. It went over their head, man.
I saw it. I missed it. It went over my head.
But I'm gonna tell you, somebody put it in the chat and they made a good reference. You know what this said, Freezy? What Ben Simmons is, and I agree with it.
He's soft. He's a good player, but he's soft.
He's an elite.
Let us be honest, man.
He's an elite role that's
No.
in the starting lineup. Elite,
He's the
elite
fake Lamar
defender,
Odom.
elite defender, and passer. But
No,
if you're asking him to do anything else that's called shooting, which is the game of basketball, can't shoot free throws, can't shoot. Period.
Okay, so let me ask. I'm gonna ask G Money this. So G Money, Trae Young, his opposite number, shot 5 for 23, and we don't want to give Ben Simmons no credit for that, right? Ben
Did
Simmons,
I just say Ben
but no, wait, not so. So here's the other thing. Ben Simmons had 8 rebounds. We don't want to give Ben Simmons no credit for that, right? And Ben Simmons also had 13 assists. So we don't want to give Ben Simmons no credit for that in a game 7 where the third option on the team shot 8 for 24. Come on, bro.
Freezy, I wish the guy
we got to say
get a shot. If he could get a shot, Freezy, if he can go shoot this summer, maybe we could talk about it. But as long as he can't shoot, that's the biggest problem for us, man. It ain't the passing, it's the shooting.
Bro, I'm telling you, if we get Ben Simmons, we win in the championship this season.
I tell you what.
If we get Ben Simmons, we lose to Brooklyn or Milwaukee.
He got to go work out with Julius Randle. I don't know what Julius Randle did over the summer.
That's one of the dumbest things I ever heard.
He need to go work out. He need to go work out with Julius Randle. Find Julius Randle shooting coach. Go shoot 3 sessions a day. Right. And the thing they talked about with Julius was making 1,000 shots. They didn't say how many shots he took to get them 1,000 shots made.
Right.
So he was doing that 3 times a day. Ben Simmons might need to do it 6 times a day. But he need to go hook up with Julius Randle with the shooting aspect. Go work on the shooting.
Or
that's his major deficiency.
Or tips in them because
that's why I don't want him, Freezy. It's just because of the shooting. Everything else that you talking about, elite status, elite passer.
Right.
Elite,
and also Frederick.
Elite going to the basket and finishing. Elite defensively. All well said. But that one aspect I can't get around, man. That shooting. And that's why I feel they're going to fly him up out of there.
So is Doc Rivers get
this
fired?
Question, I'll answer this fearlessly.
AG Money, A Spree, how you feeling?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Salute.
Hey, Jay Boogie, I apologize.
If I had to choose, I'd rather choose Dame than Ben Simmons. At least, even though I think Dame is super overrated, at least Dame has some heart. Ben has no heart, man. I'd rather have Dame than Ben Simmons, to be honest.
Right. Oh my goodness! Hey, you ain't gonna gloss over that. Boy, say that again. I can't believe. Hey, Jay Boogie, you had
the only thing Ben.
But you know what? You said you rather have Dame.
Listen,
Dame
at least
over him. You said you rather have
Ben
Dame
Simmons
over Ben Simmons. Dude, you didn't say nothing. That's not a comparison.
Yes.
You don't say I'd rather have Dame over Ben Simmons. Come on, man. You lowering Dame Lillard's calibrability of his game.
Didn't I just pick Dame over Ben Simmons? Y'all make it seem that I'm picking.
You don't like Dame.
But listen.
You don't like Dame now. Let's be real.
Hey, I did not even bring Dame. Frederick did. I'm trying not to talk about lame time. I'm trying not to. But I'm just saying it's this. I'd rather choose Dame over Ben any day of the week.
I was waiting for that receipt.
No, I like Dame. I don't like it the way he plays. There's a difference.
Right.
I don't like the way he plays.
I love the way he plays.
I don't like the way he plays, man. I don't like the whole shooting a bunch of threes, not playing defense, time to trash. But I will choose.
He won't do
and Dame gets all this credit for dropping 55 to 10 and losing to Denver, and he gets all this praise for losing to Joker without a top 10. Here's what I'm saying. And again, I'm just going to make a quick rant here. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this. Dame gets all this praise for being 22 and 39 in the playoffs. Okay? I'd rather Dame than Ben Simmons because Ben, even though he's a better defender, he can't score. He's not a great scorer. Yes, Ben could rebound. I'll give him that. Ben's athletic. But Ben Simmons, in my opinion, doesn't have drive. Dame does play with heart. It's just that he doesn't have IQ. That's just me. I just don't think Dame. I don't want to eat. Personally, for me, if the Knicks want to win a championship, I would get either a Kyle Lowry if we have an opportunity, or this is wishful thinking. Chris Paul.
Okay, so here's my
passing version of
Dame with Randall equals us losing to Milwaukee or Brooklyn.
Yeah, I have to ask this question. Why is there so much
Dame on the Knicks will equal me banging into a wall.
I understand CP3, but why so much for Kyle Lowry? I really
Because
got to
Lowry
understand
can
that.
defend. Kyle Lowry can defend. He's a pretty good passer himself. He can shoot the three. He can create on shot at the mid range, and he can draw the charges when he needs. He's a very good defender, on ball defender.
And he got hardware, and he wasn't just no backseat rider.
Exactly.
When they won that championship, he was a good part.
Are we going to continue on wishful thinking with CP3? Did y'all see him not play yesterday? He didn't play yesterday. What makes y'all think he even going to come over here, man? Look at what Phoenix did without him, man.
Yeah, he's not coming there. He's not coming there.
I didn't say he'll come. I never said he'll come. I never said he'll come.
Still stick to
I never
real
said he'll come.
Hey,
I said I want him to come.
We understand that, but
Jay Boogie.
Hey, Cornerstone, can you read the super chat? Can you read the super chat and then get into your thing?
Yeah, this comes from Our Future Gaming. He sent us a $5 super chat. He says, imagine how the Knicks fans would be mad if Simmons was here and he was shooting worse than EP. But Simmons would make the team better, though.
Ooh. They'll be ready to fly him out and look why they quit.
Maybe to the second round and that's it.
Probably.
I mean, can we put
well, if we get Ben, we'll play Milwaukee and Brooklyn, we'll lose, and then I'll tell Freezy, we told you so.
Here's my thing.
Can we put some more respect on some of those other guys' names besides CP3?
Yeah, just real quick. Would you guys loving Lowry? I would rather go the other way and go for Brogdon. I like Brogdon.
He's my second.
That would be a good move. Brogdon, I love Brogdon.
If I can't get a Dame Lillard, if I can't get my hand on the Dame Lillard, that's my second package of what I would love to get.
That's your plan. That's your plan B. That's your plan B.
And it's a great one. Him and Miles Turner on this team and go get Dougie McBuckets to help you shooting.
Yeah, so you put that in my head. You put that in my head, Ron, about Brogdon.
McBuckets is an unrestricted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
He's unrestricted.
Yeah.
So you mess around because Indiana's in flux.
They decision makers are terrible, bro.
Dougie so love he can shoot.
And so just two things real quick. So how we go get all them Indiana Pacers, and when they play together, they didn't make the playoffs. And then secondly, the Indiana Pacers front office, they fired Nate McMillan. He goes straight to the Atlanta Hawks.
Despite the
that's your problem right there. That's where it starts at right there. For you answered your own question. Nate McMillan.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he's a good coach.
Nate's a good coach. Hinton says, so Chief says, how about we just build our own team?
That's true.
It's three phases to building: drafting, free agency, and trades.
Right.
It's three
phases. Talent in the draft.
Yeah, but the other thing also is the other thing also is whoever we draft, you really have to wow Tibbs in order to for you to get that playing time. Because I don't know.
As any coach, you gotta wow to get
but with him, because at least these other coaches will give these draft picks a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? They'll give them the time.
Right. You know what? Come on, Cornerstone, man. People gotta stop at that. They gotta stop at that, but Tibbs, man.
All right, tell me this. Tell me
did this year, man. We need to stop with that narrative, but Tibbs don't play rookies, man. Tibbs played IQ and he played
I'm
Obi.
just saying.
Obi was struggling. Obi was struggling and shouldn't have been out there.
I'm just saying. Now that I've seen how he works, I mean, all the other coaches that we had before that, they were giving the draft picks playing time. That's all I'm saying.
I can tell you like
this. But that's what Ron just said, though.
Yeah, I can agree.
But the way Obi was struggling early on in the season.
Yeah,
if he was with Pop, he might have been on the bench.
Yeah,
let's stop with that, man.
I'm just saying.
Tibbs let these guys play, man. Tibbs let these rookies play. How you think IQ got to be all rookie?
Okay,
on the second
and Kev to
and Obi's in the Obi in the playoffs.
And to Ron's point, Emmanuel quickly had the ultimate green light coming off the bench. Emmanuel quickly had the greenest green light you ever saw for a rookie. Just go out there and shoot, Rook.
All I'm saying.
Cornerstone Kev got a point. He does have a point.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Whoever comes in that we draft or whatever, I'm just hoping that they do enough so that Tibbs will be able to say, you know what, I could trust this rookie right here. That's all I'm saying. Because believe it or not, we are down. It's not like we're getting a top 10, draft pick. We're down below.
Hey, Cornerstone, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you see how many minutes RJ Barrett played at the beginning of the season? A second year player.
Right.
And people say Tibbs don't play the young kids. He played RJ Barrett in the hole, bro.
But I'm saying now that we are.
I'm just saying Ron is right, bro. I feel like
I agree with Ron too. But all I'm saying is I think the next rookie that's coming in, it might be difficult to break into that rotation if we are going with who we have. That's all I'm saying.
I think a lot of guys are out of here.
We got six unrestricted free agent and one restricted free agent. Over 50% of your roster is free agents.
Gone.
This team is going to be different. It's going to be different. But when you look at what Tibbs did, and even when it comes to Kevin Knox, and people say, well, he don't play Kevin Knox. The man played Kevin Knox. He saw what he needed to see from him. He made his judgment that he's better than me on the bench. I gotta try to fix him because he is not NBA ready right now. He's not. He can just shoot. But all the other things I want from my player, he's not giving that. Obi was Kevin Knox with a higher intensity level and got better as the season went on. Kevin Knox been here 3 years and still ain't got a post-up game or mid-range.
Yeah. I agree with you totally with that.
Hoodie Kev.
Yeah. All right. So Ron, what I'm saying is, all right, so we're gonna lose about 50% of our roster. All right.
Salute heavyweights.
And if we are, where'd he go? Dag, he left. All right. What I was saying, guys, was if we're going to lose 50% of our roster and we're going to remodel or whatever you want to call it with Kevin Knox, that next rookie that's coming in, is he going to be able to break the rotation? That's all I'm asking.
I mean, not for nothing.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. We had Jose Calderon at the point when we really needed a point guard, and we never addressed that since then. We never addressed the issue. We haven't even addressed the issue prior to that. And right. I remember when he ran the point guard for us, we had a rookie point guard. We drafted him alongside Kate Porzingis.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah. Yeah, now we've known now that he's not that unless he shows out in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying?
I lost connection, but yeah, like we had we don't have that. It was Jerry and Grant, but he was a better option than Calderon at the time, and the coaches.
Yes, right.
They're going with all this veteran stuff. What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like they're going with all this veteran leadership and these. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent in this draft, man, and I don't like the narrative either about Tibbs not playing because I would hope that we, there's some talent in this draft. I just hope that we'd make the best decision going forward. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, absolutely. Hey guys, I got to get off, but I just want y'all to know I love y'all, and I will talk with y'all soon. Okay.
All right. It's the bottom of the ninth for tomorrow, man. Today is the bottom of the ninth. What I mean by that, right now, you can best believe our officers, they are in negotiation conversations and talks with teams. What are you going to do if whatever you pick? What are you willing to give ask for if we try to trade and move up? They're going to get them a point guard, and whether it's going to be Suggs or whether it's going to be DM Donovan, Davion Mitchell, one of them two guys, the Knicks are about to package these first round picks to go get. I'm telling you that. That's the only way we're going to get a point guard out this draft. We need another point guard, even though we got this dude from overseas. But this dude that's overseas and we go get one in this draft, that'll give us 2 point guards to move forward in the future. But we got to go get a point guard. And for real, I really like that boy, Davion Mitchell. He's a slash Ty Lawson slash Raymond Felton with on-court, full-court defense. He know how to break you down. He know how to play the pick and roll. He's not just a dribble handoff type dude. At worst in this draft, that's what we need to go grab is that boy from Baylor, Davion Mitchell.
Yeah.
When he played behind a couple of other good point guards in college before he got to Baylor. He was somewhere, I want to say he was at Auburn. Okay, yeah, he played again. Matter of fact, he played behind old boy that's on our team now. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to make some moves, man. But we're not getting ready to use all them picks because we got 3 young guys.
Yeah, Jay Boogie, I'm with you. Sorry if I cut anybody off. My bad.
Go ahead.
I'm with you, Jay Boogie, because, like, My thing is, I just don't want to give up all 4 of those picks. Like we could at least swing out 2. Like you could swing, like you could trade. What I would do, I would trade the 21st and the 2 seconds and try to move up. If I gotta land at 10-9, I'm okay with that. Dude, there's still some point guards. It's a lot of talent. So I would try to land at 9, 10, 8, and then you're coming back at 19, then you call it a night. That's all I would hope they would do. You still got the 19th, or you can move the 19th and the 2 second rounders, and then you come back at 21. Like, look, I just want to get two players because this talent draft is it's kind of like the Garden of Eden. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pick your fruit. You know what I'm saying? It's good fruit. Like, it's bad talent.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this.
Kelly, that's the worst analogy I ever heard in my life.
Oh man, I try, man. I try.
Hey, Kelly.
Right. He said the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, I heard the young fella. I heard him.
Hey, shout out to Kelly.
But I tell you this, man. You know what I'm disappointed in to a large degree. I wish we would have got Luka earlier, so we could see what we have in him. Because we go out and we get a guy, we had to buy him out of his contract. Then we still had to pay him.
Right.
And we got him technically before the free agency period really starts.
Right.
And we stashing him. And when you look at his game, playmaker, shooting ability, the same thing we talking about with these other guys. That's what this guy gives. The guy got 8 years of experience playing grown man basketball, not middle school, not high school, not college.
Yeah, like that U17, U20 stuff.
Grown man. And Freezy, Jay Boogie, everybody who knows when you started playing with them older guys when you was coming up and you started playing with guys your age.
Yeah, it's a difference.
You ate them up. You ate them up because them older guys showed you how to play the game the right way, man. And all I'm saying is with that dude, he's like the biggest unknown. And then another thing, the guy won the MVP of that championship over in that league.
Right.
So man, I'm just interested to see what he's going to be, man. And we could have our problem solved right on the roster. We don't even know it yet.
Right.
But the only problem with that dude right there, you won't really get a chance to see him in that rookie camp until after the draft.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What I'm saying?
That's the problem.
With the draft coming before that, you still got to go solidify and get a point guard, you know what I'm saying, just in case dude is a bust. You know what I'm saying? It's 50-50. We don't know what we get. We just going off, off the top of the dome, what he did over there and these different scenarios and everything. We still won't know until we get over here in this pressure point and he playing against dudes that's just as hungry as him, if not hungry in him. They're trying to feed their family more than what he's trying to feed his family. That's when you tell me when your game and your level's gonna rise up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's different modes. That's why they got it all in order, man. They got the trade, then they got the lottery, then they got the free agency, then they got Vegas, summer league. That's why they in steps like that, so you can get a chance to go on all 4 different levels and see what you got going on, man. But I do know, man, I'm not thinking about these 2 picks. I take these 2 picks and a pick next year to move up and go get that boy Suggs anytime. That's 3 first-round picks. I'm not playing with it. I'll go get that boy Suggs because he's a leader. He was a quarterback in football, and then he was a point guard playing basketball. So his IQ level is way up there. And he's 6'4", almost 6'5". He can handle the rock. He can shoot the mid, and he can shoot the long distance. Man, I need to be a part of that, going to pick one of these studs.
Do it all, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And we got a young Quickly, we got a young RJ, we got a young Obi. We solidified those 3 young spots. We need somebody to match up in that. And what it is a point guard, man.
Hey, Boogie, what you described a kid just now, you just made me think about his nickname is a guy from Lords of the Underground. Do it all. Do it all. Freeze, I know that one was gonna hit. I know that one was gonna hit you. Do it.
As soon as you said that, Chief Rocker was playing in my head.
Oh man. The golden age, man. You know what I mean? The golden age.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes, sir.
Keep playing around with all these draft picks.
I
We gonna
agree
be
with
like
Boogie, man.
Boston.
We got go ahead and make a power move, man. Don't take them picks and jump up a few spots. Take a bunch and get up in that thing where you're gonna make some noise.
I just hope we still have 2 and not 1. That's all.
Well, we got 7. We got what, 7 first round picks?
What in the next couple
as
of
a
years?
whole, as a whole.
Next 2 years.
We got 7.
In the next 3 years, we got 5. So
I think we got a total of 7 altogether.
I use 1 from each year and then try to move up then.
Because they won't let you trade in back-to-back years.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. So, but yeah, so the Knicks have a lot of options, bro. We have a lot of options. Ideally, I think we need another somebody to change the pace of our offense. Because and I know this is not a fact, but this is something that bothered me. Elfrid Payton had the word "flash" tattooed on his bicep, and we ran the slowest pace in the league. And it frustrated me that you can get to the basket anytime you want to, but you chose not to. Right? And I'm not saying he was a finisher at the basket. I would love to have seen him get to the basket and dish that thing off to get our big boys some easy baskets, instead of having them have to fight 40 minutes to get 3 baskets. I mean, that's criminal, bro. That's criminal. You know what I'm saying? Your big boys down there banging all game long. They getting hurt. They fingers dislocated. They falling on the floor. They getting elbowed in private parts and all kind of stuff. And you can only get them 3 shots a game, 3 baskets a game, Elfrid Payton.
That was the most disappointing thing about this season, man, is like the way we lost. As much as this was a great season, the way we lost, we went away from our total identity in the playoffs, man. That for me hurt me, man. I was like, we not even offensively, we not even that team we were just a few weeks ago. But like I said, man, sometimes you peak too soon. When we was on that doggone streak, through 10 games, we was averaging 118 points.
Yep.
You peaked a little too soon. And we know eventually you come back to the mean. We came right back down to that 104 that we was doing in the early part of the season where we couldn't shoot. Came right back down to that. You know what I mean? So we got to get some shooters in here, man, and go on get us a point guard, man. Please go find us. Please don't bring anything in here. Right. Go get us we need a difference maker.
Ron, I'm promising you a championship if you want one.
I tell you what, Freezy, all I got to say with Ben Simmons, and this is the only knock I've always said about him, and it's still holding true. Man, please go work on your shooting. Please work on. You know why? Because what I feel with him is he's going to be one of those players where we look at like the Jeff George of the NFL.
Oh, rocket man, yeah.
Got all the skills,
all the talent,
and never put it together.
Jim Jones had that album. I keep telling y'all he had that album. Y'all need to go listen to it. It's called Wasted Talent.
Yeah.
Wasted
And that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like.
And hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
Right.
Well, that's a statement.
I'm gonna ride out, y'all.
That's powerful. That's a powerful statement.
I'm gonna ride out,
man.
y'all. God bless y'all. I see y'all later on today, man.
All right, man.
Be safe out there, Jay.
That's my only thing with Ben Simmons, man. If that guy, even I'm gonna tell you what, I won't be hard on him if he tried to shoot, even if he attempted to shoot shots, but he don't even attempt them.
Right.
And then those stuff shooting, you can work on. You can get better at shooting, and that's why it's frustrating when I look at his game. I mean, look at LeBron wasn't a good shooter coming in, and I know I said don't compare him to LeBron, but I'm just giving him as one example of a guy who takes a shot. Jason Kidd was not a guy that could shoot when he came in. Look at Brook Lopez. The way Brook Lopez shooting the 3. Freezy, would you have ever thought that when he was playing with the Nets?
No.
Come on, man.
No.
So you can work on your shooting. Why aren't you shooting? Oh, you know why? Because you're not working.
Right.
You're not working, man.
Right.
And it's a shame. It's a shame because if he did, you know what, Freezy? Philadelphia would have something amazing.
Right.
If he committed, because Embiid doing what Embiid's supposed to do.
Right.
But if Ben Simmons, boy, hey, they would have a monster on their hand.
I'm giving Philly 3 first-round picks, right? 3 of them. I'm giving them both picks in the 2023 draft, right? Because that's the draft where it's supposed to be something. I'm giving them 2 first-round picks in that draft, and then maybe not 3, but maybe 3 second-round picks. Yeah, because we have 6 second-round picks in the 2023 draft, right? So I'm giving them that. I'm like, hey man, listen, this is way too much for Ben Simmons, but hurry up and get him here. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is with the game you can't look at the Knicks offense, you can't look at it from the television presentation standpoint. Like people used to be like, yo, RJ Barrett defense is bad because he always get beat by the corner 3. No, bro, RJ Barrett defense ain't bad.
No.
Tibbs is like, yo, your responsibility is to have a hand on their center. And when that ball goes to the corner, then recover.
Yeah.
The corner man is your guy. And don't allow backdoor cuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he did, but he was learning. He was learning like you can't just sprint out there full speed because the guy see you coming full speed, he's gonna run by you for a backdoor cut, and then it just defeat the whole purpose, right? So you can't go by what you see on TV. You have to understand concepts, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so the thing I'm getting at is when you talk about a Ben Simmons, I know Ben Simmons can't shoot, and I agree with Ron. And I'll tell you something else that concerned me with Ben Simmons. Why is he always hurt? Ben Simmons is always hurt, right? Always hurt. That's my major concern, right? The shooting is second. The shooting is second. But for a dude 6'11", 240 to be hurt all the time at point guard, that concerns me, right? It's like, why am I always taking my Ferrari to the store to get alignments? You know what I mean? To the shop to get an alignment.
Your frame bent, partner, trying to get rid of it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. My frame bent because my street is bad. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but Ron, you understand what I'm getting at, right? Yes, it's a Ferrari, but my Ferrari is always in the shop.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So why not? So why not get me a Chevy?
It ain't no denying the talent, man. If he was, because sometimes, and this happens for some players, later in their career, they figured out, they're like, you know what I've been doing, I've been being stubborn, it ain't working.
Right.
Time for me to change and try something new.
Right.
And then they come back with this game, you like, I didn't see that.
Right.
Where was this game?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think this has been a humbling experience for him, having to be on that bench. That had, even if he didn't show it outward, that had to eat him. That had to eat at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When the game is in the balance and you got to be on the bench. Come on, man. Come on, man. But hey, Freezy, I got to run.
Are you coming on today?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be on today at about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
4:30, 5 o'clock. Okay.
Take it easy, Ron.
You saw the thumbnail?
No.
Take a look at the thumbnail.
I'm gonna check it out. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check out Man, this is the Knicks. It'll be on about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Make sure y'all check for the alerts and participate in the fun. So what's good, Spree?
Hey man, I don't like the Hawks. Look, I respect them. I kind of wish we were them in a way. Maybe that's part of it. I'm jealous. And Trae Young drives me nuts. I mean, I respect him, Freezy. Don't get me wrong. He's a nice player. He's a good player. I grew up watching a style of basketball, and it's hard for me. I know this has been the NBA for a while now, but when I see like 5 guys that could shoot on the floor, no physicality, not being able to touch guys, let Trae Young get to wherever he wants, unless you put 2 on the ball. And I think Trae's greatest gift is his speed. Yes, he can shoot. I think people just can't catch up with him. So, look, I give him credit. I'm frustrated, but I am enjoying the playoffs. I was happy that the Nets lost. I was very happy about that.
Down goes Brooklyn.
I'm a hater.
Down goes Brooklyn.
Yes, I'm one of those guys here. So, yes, was I very happy that they lost? You can call me a hater. That's okay. But, yeah, I wanted to see the Bucks beat them. So they got some of that. They're home just like us.
Right. And I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie to you on a personal level. I'm glad you and I had the conversation about the Knicks having a pathway to the NBA Finals, And because when I say certain things, people will hear it initially and they won't dare to dream. They stop you where you are and say, hey, that's what you said just now is ridiculous. What pathway to the NBA Finals? Now the Hawks are on it, right? The Hawks are on that path. And if the Hawks make the NBA Finals, what they're going to say is, well, the Hawks had a better team. You know what? The Hawks had a better team. But if the Knicks had won that series against the Hawks, the Knicks would be on that path to the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. And those that doubted the conversation, because it was merely brought up as a conversation piece.
Yeah,
and we talked about all the possibilities. Like I said, Philly is a second round team, and you know what? Philly lost in the second round, just like I said. Doc Rivers is a second round coach, right? Just like I said, he lost in the second round, right?
Yeah.
The Nets, the injuries caught up to the Nets, just like we talked about, right?
Yep.
Right? And the defense against Giannis is showing Giannis his weaknesses, just like we talked about.
Yes.
Right? Right. All those things that we talked about, you know what I'm saying, about the Knicks have a pathway to the finals have come to fruition. And I'm not claiming to be Nostradamus or
you should. You said it. You were right. Look, just because the result didn't happen doesn't mean your analysis of the pathway was wrong. It was absolutely right.
Right. And so the fact that you questioned me on it and questioned me about the steps to get there, and we expounded on the details in multiple conversations, kind of made my day to see it play out the way that it did. Because if the Atlanta Hawks make the NBA Finals, you know, we could go back and tell the Knicks fan base, we were a few pieces away from being in the NBA Finals, right? And they'll say, no, we lost to Atlanta. But listen, we didn't just lose to Atlanta. We lost the pathway also.
Yes.
So by getting knocked off the pathway means our pathway to the finals was disrupted because we didn't have enough pieces in place. So now that's a separate conversation.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was open. It was open for us. The Hawks took advantage. They got healthy. They got more shooting. You give them credit for that. In the offseason, they addressed building around Trae Young, and we have to do the same thing now. It's nothing against the Knicks. They didn't have a good series. They went up against a team that was hot and that played us well, that was motivated because we beat them a few times in the regular season. But in no way am I upset at you bringing that conversation up, because even if the Hawks don't make the finals, Freezy, you were right. It was wide open. Everybody has weaknesses in the East. So I'm curious to see how it plays out.
Right. Are you interested in this kid, Keon Johnson?
I am. I'll be honest. I haven't watched a ton of him. I know you've mentioned it to me several times. I got to go watch all these highlights. I plan on doing it. But if you're telling me he's like Spree, you know, I'm gonna be on board,
bro. So it was weird. Like I caught one of the games like midway through. I'm like, that dude walks like Latrell Sprewell.
Where'd he go to college?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, walk like Sprewell. And then I saw him in a half court get a lane to the rim and take off 2 feet and cock it back for the tomahawk with 2 hands.
Oh man!
And I was like, golly, that looked just like Sprewell, bro. I was like, man, that looked just like Sprewell. Cully, what's good? Everything all right, man?
Yeah, salute, my brother, salute.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Knicks Nation. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I think the Ben Simmons thing. I think people's stance on it is a classic Knicks overreaction in the heat of the moment. But when they go back and look at man, the Philly lost a game 7 in the playoffs, and we're throwing Ben Simmons away, bro.
Wait, so Freezy, people are overreacting about what you saying you wouldn't mind having Ben Simmons here?
I think Ben Simmons wins us a championship.
I wouldn't mind Ben Simmons here. He's a Tibbs guy for sure, though. I'll tell you that. But you just know you have to stack him. You got to stack some shooters around. At that point, you got to get some shooters if you're gonna get Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
that's your answer at the wing. I'll tell you that. He can guard damn near 1 through 4. So you stack some shooters around, we good. Bro, right. I definitely want would hope we draft some young athletic players though too.
So that's another thing. And Hinton said something too about that, the IQ of the team. I think part of it is IQ. I kind of agree with some of that, but the other part is just flat out offensive ability, right? Like you never saw, and I know this is a stretch, but you never saw Reggie Miller isoing between his legs. You know what I'm saying? Dribbling, crossing people over, going to the basket and yamming on somebody. But if he ever caught that ball with his feet was set, it was over. You know, if Reggie Miller ever caught that ball with his body squared to the rim and his feet was set, go down and get on offense, bro.
I mean, my problem, Freezy, with the Sixers, they fired Brett Brown to become a more mentally tougher, more offensive type of team. And it didn't translate again to the playoffs. And look, some of it's definitely on Ben Simmons, no doubt.
It wasn't Brett Brown. Sorry.
A lot of it's on Ben Simmons. I'm totally in agreement. I think, yes, there's a lot of overreaction. Ben Simmons brings some things to the table. Yes, he can play defense. We all understand. He did in his second year average close to 20 points a game, which I don't take lightly, which is something you don't just do in this league. But Doc Rivers, I mean, what do you do? I mean, let's be real. I'm actually curious. What do you, Freezy, if you are the Sixers with Doc Rivers, you hired him to change it and it didn't change. Do you fire him after 1 year?
No.
You bring it back?
No. I'll tell you what I do, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I trade Tobias Harris and some stuff for Bradley Beal.
No.
They could use a Bradley Beal over there.
Right.
I'd like
it
that.
could be because the size on the floor limits what they can do in the front court, right? And in the back court. You don't have as much flexibility because Ben Simmons is listed at 6'11", 240.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he is.
And then your small guys are very small. Seth Curry, Tyrese Maxey, all those guys, they are very small.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So the thing is you probably need some lineup flexibility. You know what I'm saying? Like
I would like Bradley Beal on that team. That's a perfect name, honestly. Thinking about what they need.
He fits. I think he fits. Over there at the Sixers. Yeah.
But what would be needed? What needs to be considered is Tobias Harris a good fit in Washington? Right?
He might fit in Washington. Then again, no.
Washington,
it's a lot of younger guys, though. I don't know.
Yeah, because Washington is going to say, "Hey, listen, you got to give us more. We're giving you a 32-point per game scorer.
Maybe picks, first-round picks.
For a dude that's scoring 18 points a game, that's the third option. He's going to come in as number one.
Philly has the assets. They have the assets to do it, though.
Yeah. And then you got to look at the window, like, you know, because in my opinion, Ben Simmons keeps Bradley Beal and Joel Embiid fresh. That's one of the things that people don't understand. Because Joel Embiid is a certified bucket getter down the stretch of games, but Joel Embiid gets everybody easy buckets until crunch time, and then crunch time you go to JoJo.
Crunch time the court can become smaller, so it's like so you only do but so much.
Yeah. So I think Bradley Beal for Tobias Harris is the answer for them, but GMs don't necessarily all think that way because Washington is going to be like, yo. In order for us to give you Beal,
they don't want more.
Yeah, and so. But
I feel bad for Doc, to be honest with you. I really do. He's gotten some bad luck too. Like it's not all like he's got some bad. I understand it's a lot of Game 7 losses for EC, but if you look at it, there is some context with some of those series where guys have not, like Paul George last year. Like some of that falls on the players too. So I mean, it's tough, man.
Paul getting hurt.
It's tough being a coach, man.
Yeah,
it's tough.
It's tough, but what I will say though is this: I think, and I know this is to the chat, they're gonna say that I'm trolling, but listen, we are all basketball heads here. Everybody that watched this and participates are basketball heads, and me, I thought about this before I came out here and said it. I don't do kicks for clicks, right? I throw stuff out there for us to think about and talk about. Right, I was minding my business up under the truck, you know what I'm saying, doing some stuff that I probably shouldn't have been doing. Probably should have got a professional to do it, but I found it took me longer than expected, but I fixed it. Right, and I was thinking about what about Ben Simmons to the Knicks? Right, what does Ben Simmons do to help the Knicks? Well, for one,
It's a Tibbs guy.
it gives you a primary ball handler. Now Julius Randle's legs are fresher throughout the season, right? Fresher, which that don't seem like much, but if Julius Randle was fresh in round 1 against the Hawks, we win. If Mitchell Robinson doesn't have to scrap for every rebound on every good defensive possession, Mitch is healthy in the playoffs, right? Because Mitch got hurt on a freak accident twice.
Yeah, true.
Twice. I mean, he was wrestling with it with some going for a rebound that broke his hand. I mean, come on. I mean, and so what Ben Simmons also does is when Julius Randle kicks that ball out, he might not knock down the 3, but he drives the lane, which opens up a shot on both sides. Either Randle gets the ball back for an 8-footer, or the dunker catches a lob. Right. And if the defense collapses on that, then you kick out to the corners for RJ Barrett for 3. I mean, it's layers to it, bro.
I hear you. I mean,
we gotta stack some shooters. That's all I know. We get Ben Simmons. We gotta stack up on shooters. Tons of them. We got.
It's a good theory, Freezy. It's not. I mean, it definitely would be an upgrade. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just shooting, man, is so important. I want us just to get a point guard that's just a complete point guard. That's what I wish, but I understand it's hard to get that. So
let me ask you this.
I mean, there is the draft, Spree. There's a draft coming up.
True. Yeah. True. I don't know the guys, so hopefully they're doing their homework. That's not my job. My job is not to come on here and tell you who we should pick. I'm not a GM. I'm just a fan. True. But that's what I'm going to tell you what we need, and that's what we need.
Well, let me ask you this, Spree. What happens when and I'm going to use some context here. So Golden State, we play Golden State and Golden State, right? Draymond Green sets the screen. Steph Curry comes running that screen clean, boy. As soon as I saw Steph Curry pop out on the other side, I was like, God, dog it. You know what I'm saying? And so Steph Curry catch that ball, and when it's in the air, everybody know you know this is money, right? So the shot goes through, wet, no rim, no nut, just wet, just cash, right? Yeah. Elfrid Payton takes the ball out the net and steps out of bounds with it and gives it to Julius Randle. And Julius Randle slow drags up the floor with the ball. And by the time he crosses half, the Golden State Warriors defense is already set.
Yeah.
So you know what happens, right? We throw up a brick. Yeah, we throw up a brick. Julius, Golden State comes down and runs the same play. And now Golden State scores 6 points in a row. And Julius Randle gets the ball, and Tibbs looks at him and calls a timeout. Like, no, doofus, you can't do the same thing over and over and over again. Right. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, you can't. And so what happens when Ben Simmons is guarding Steph Curry? Does that shot go in? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Right? But say what happens when it goes in, right? What happens there is Ben Simmons is like, Julius, take that ball out. You know what I'm saying? Julius take the ball out. He's going to pass it up to Ben Simmons about 12, 15 foot up the floor. And Ben is going to probe the defense. You know what I'm saying? Probe the defense. So then you'll see Randle coming back into the picture afterwards. Right?
Right.
So now Golden State didn't have enough time to set up because they're threatened. Now the playing defense has to just pick up the closest guy, not the game plan guy. You know what I'm saying? Because when Randle's bringing it up, they get back and they're like, Bullock is my man, so I can run across the court and get Bullock. But when you push the ball up, right, everybody just has to grab the man in their vicinity, right?
Right.
And so while that seems like a small thing,
that's a big
huge.
Thing. It's a huge thing. It is a huge thing. It adds up.
Right. Because now you get Steph Curry guarding RJ Barrett. Now you could throw the ball to RJ Barrett in a post-up situation on Steph Curry, who's not a great defender.
Yeah.
Right. The little things, man. The little things are what is stopping us from being a legit championship contender. People, it's not just. Understand 3-point shooting is a great equalizer, right? I understand that. But what I'm saying is little things matter.
Sure. I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, we need more things. We need more things like that because they add up, to your point. My whole thing is just to the Ben Simmons thing, because there are pluses. Okay, people are going to bring up all the minuses. There are pluses.
Defense.
Defense. My whole minus though with the shooting is one thing. It's not even that he misses. Giannis misses shots, but Giannis does take shots. He takes it if it's open now. Ben Simmons is passing up layups. That's crazy. You can't do that. So Giannis, he's never going to be a great shooter, but Giannis will occasionally make a shot because he takes them.
Right. He's been working on them, right?
So I don't know. I don't know who has to tell him. I don't know if it's got to be going to the gym like people have said with Julius. If we bring him on board every day to work on it, because yes, he does bring pluses. He's been on the all defensive team. I think it was 3 years in a row. I mean, that ain't something that you can't just. There's not a lot of guys in the league that can do that.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and ignore his defense, his ability to pass, his ability to not wear. I mean, like you said, Randall got. We had Randall bringing the ball up. No other team would ask their big man. I mean, and I don't compare Randall to LeBron, but he was playing like a LeBron type role, and you're going to get wear out. Period.
Right. And Randall is 254 pounds. Most point guards are around that 200-pound range on average. So you're talking about a dude that's 50 pounds heavy, 55 pounds heavier than the normal guy to do that. And you think that wouldn't take a toll on this dude's legs? You saw it in the playoffs. You saw it at about game 60, where Randall's shot just wasn't going, right? And it manifested itself. I mean, it came to a head in the playoffs.
It was like 10 to 15. It was like 10 games right around after the All-Star break where Randall really, you saw he was like tired. He was like, yeah. Right.
And to his credit, he never complained about it. But you could tell. But you could tell what it was. So guys, I'm a wrap up here. But what I want to do though is I want to ask Spree this. And Cully, I'm gonna ask you a separate question. I got something for you, something different. But you can chime in on this one also if you like. So Spree, is there a magic elixir to get the Knicks into the NBA Finals this season? Is there a magic combination of moves that will get the Knicks to the playoffs this offseason?
To the finals?
To the finals, I'm sorry.
Sure. Yes. You want me to name names?
If you'd like.
Okay. Number one, can't miss on the draft picks. So whoever, whether it's the Tennessee guy that you like, Mr. Spree 2.0, I'm looking at the Suns with Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson. They don't miss on those picks. They hit home runs on both of those picks. Good players. So whoever, I'm not going to name names in the draft, but you get those guys this year. Next, get one of CP3 or Kyle Lowry. May even need to draft a point guard, but get CP3 or Kyle Lowry on this team and add Kawhi Leonard. And I think we're there. Okay. I think we're in the finals. I really do. I don't think the Clippers are beating the Suns. I think the Suns are a better team. Even without CP3, I think they're going to just get it done. As good as Paul George, he's played better, but they ain't getting through that. I think Kawhi, there is a shot he leaves. I think we got to strike. I think World Wide West has got to get Kawhi's uncle in the room. We got to do whatever it takes. If I got to go to the meeting, if Uncle Freezy, if you got to make trips, we got to get Kawhi, because Kawhi to me and Lowry or CP3 with draft picks gets us there. I gotta bring my dog though, because my dog Gaston has separation anxiety. Like if he's away from Poppy for too long, then he starts like scratching himself real bad. I got you. It's weird, man. I got you. I mean, also I'd like Doug McDermott. I'd like to add him too, maybe a Miles Turner, throw him in there if we got cash left over. But my focal point is getting CP3 or Lowry. Good draft. Really put everything you can to getting Lowry. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to go to plan B. I don't get paid to name the names. Those are my names I'm looking at just to make, if we wanted to rush it and get there, that's what I see. I think if you add Kawhi Leonard and one of CP3 or Lowry with good draft picks to this Knicks team that I saw this year with the defense and working on, and you got the ball movement with CP3 or Lowry, adding Kawhi to Randall, I think we're in the finals. That's my answer.
Okay. All right, Cully, you want to chime in now on that, or you want your question?
I can chime in. I can't even really chime in because I agree with Spree. I mean, he said exactly what I wanted to hear. We got to hit on the draft. Hit on the draft. Make the right signings, and I mean, to acquire some guys, it may take a trade, but hit the right signings and the right personnel. Yeah, we can get to the finals.
Okay. So here's your question: do we need to speed this up to make the NBA Finals? Should we strike while the iron is hot, or just slow play it and just rebuild and look at making the finals in 5 to 7 years from now, or not 5 to 7, but maybe 3 to 5 years from now?
My honest opinion, I'm kind of biased on it. I'd rather take it the slow way. Be honest with you, I'd rather take it the right way. The slow way is, of course, painful for a few years, but I mean, I'm looking at the Hawks. They built through the draft. They striked out, and they just added some veterans, and look, they on a roll right now. They got the right veterans. Everybody came back healthy, and they on a roll. And they look at they in the ECF. They might be able to beat the Bucks. You never know. You never know. And then that's what we got. We got to follow what they did. I mean, their advantage, they have a point guard. They drafted a point guard. 2018. Trae Young was drafted, so they already ahead of the game. We're still trying to address the point guard. You need a point guard in this league. I'm just saying, you need one. Yeah, sure. Like you just talked about, Randall cannot be bringing the ball up. I'm sorry. He needs to be on the half court set and then create his offense from there. He can't bring it up. We need a point guard if we want to see this offense move. And the closest thing I saw to one this season was D Rose when he was on the court. That was the closest I've seen, especially when he ran pick and roll. We need a point guard, and we need to address that now. I mean, we need to. If we need to strike any iron while it's hot, we need to use them draft picks the right way, and get some talent in this draft. Get a guard like we should. Okay. That's my opinion.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna wrap up right here. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute, guys. Salute.
Cully, we gotta do this more often.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got to do this more often, man, because y'all thoughts and stuff on specific topics are dope, man. I really appreciate it. Y'all know I love the conversation. You know, Absolutely. I don't just love to talk, but I love the challenge, the back and forth of the point and counterpoint. You know what I'm saying? If somebody presents something fresh and it makes you think about what you just heard.
Hey, man, we're just trying to figure it out. I'll be honest. I don't have all the answers. I don't know. I mean, I just tell you how I feel. Some things upset me. Some things make me happy. Some things to you guys, complete the opposite. That's okay. That's okay. But we all want the same thing here.
Exactly. The dude, Keon Johnson, is legit, bro.
I'm going to check him out. I'll check him out.
I like him, but
I'm going to check him out.
No, I like him, though. I know he's going to fall like in the 6-7 range. I think he just can't shoot, but no comment on that. Good. He's good. He's going to be good, though. He's going to be good wherever he's drafted.
But he does the other stuff. He does the other stuff.
Does he give you a mad face when he does that? When he gives you that two-handed jab, does he do the same Spreewell glare? Does he do that? Because if he does it, then I absolutely want to take.
He might. He's an energy guy, Spree. He's an energy guy.
Okay. Of course he does, because he has elite athleticism, and so when he's dunking on your highly touted big man, he's giving you the look like, how dare you jump with me? Do you know I'm not the best athlete on the planet? So he gives you the it goes. I think it's par for the course, bro.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna get out of here. Thank everybody for coming through.
Peace.